Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's game. It's gonna be change of circumstance going against Holiday on Highlands. We do have a change of circumstance on the third spot. Are they actually? Let me actually take a quick peek over here because I was definitely seeing too many numbers before the game. There we go. So first of all, we do have the standings in the first division. It's actually second place over here with 6 wins and 3 losses. We do have Holiday on Highlands on the 8th place in the Division 1 of the Premier League Season 3. On this 8th place, they won 3 games with 6 losses. A bit unfortunate. We're going to need to see what they're going to do today. The boys are starting up the draft in the application, in the Civ6 application. Let me actually... yeah, there we go. Integrate this into the screen better. Stars pe aici, bună seara domnule și bine ai venit. Long time no see. You went in vacation. How have you been doing, sir? Also, good evening, sir Muzdrat. How are you doing? Toxic Brain, hello, sir, and welcome. Definitely, it is quite a bit of a big 4v4, I gotta say today. We do need to see how this is gonna go. We do have Eddie Coffin also. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see Spoon. Good evening, sir. Welcome. And Sasu, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. And it looks like Nemesis. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Good day, Heinig Dave. Good evening and good day, sir. And I did notice Moonstrat did actually pick up 2 first promotions. I'm sorry, I had a bit of a problem when connecting to Twitch, and I had to restart like 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times, so I can keep a clear connection with no problems over there. No, Jejano, hello there, sir, and welcome. Oh, Star Spanky was here, but he was lurking in the shadows. I see. We want Civ. We hear Rambling Man over there from the background. Welcome, sir, and come into the front. Let's see what game we're going to have today. They are going through the pre-game bans, and it looks like on the left side we do have Spain with Hungary. On the left side is Team COC banning the change of circumstance players, while on the right side we do have HOH. And their pre-game bans were Basil II and India. Gandhi. Well, to be honest, Gandhi is showing up. It's a big civilization. It's a big civilization. You gotta take care of it. I don't know if Basil II that is that pre-game ban phase territory, but anyway, we do have the map bans being taken out, and we're gonna need to see if the pre-game bans are gonna actually have a connection with the game they're gonna play, with the map they're gonna want to land on. I do have to say, all of these civilizations do very well on land maps. I'm pretty sure maps like Pangea, like Standard Ridges, like or Classic Ridges, we're gonna see. I think even 7 Seas as an option here, and also Highlands. We also have an option for their opponents, for HOH, to actually try to get into a naval situation, to a naval map, or even try to go for those. I would say wildcard maps like Tilted Axis, Primordial. Those kind of seem like wildcard maps. Team 2 playing like a Smurf. Whoa, like a Smurf? Okay. Holiday on the Highland. Yes. What is the difference in settings between Pangea Classic and Standard? It's the different ridges setting. On the Standard ridges, you do get the mountains to spawn on the continent split line, while in the normal version, in the classic version, which was previously, I don't know if it was pre-gathering store or pre-something new leader pass. I think it was new leader pass. And the mountains spawn everywhere. Like they are not concentrated on the continents hitting each other. Bonsoir, monsieur Rafifi, bienvenue. We do need to also take a look over here as they are banning the maps. Looks like Standard Regis Pangea is going to be taken out. Classic Regis Pangea. You can actually see HOH target banning these civilizations and these the maps that are going to be more land prone. We do have also, wait, what is this R? This is Rich Highlands. They took out Rich Highlands. Okay. And I think Primordial, this is Primordial, and this is Small Continents or something. What is this? Oh, continents, not small continents. Okay, so we do need to take a look at the other maps. Tilted Axis is also gonna get banned by HOH. They don't want no wildcard. Then there are a few maps remaining: continents and islands, Highlands, or 7 Seas. I would imagine 7 Seas is gonna go, and there's gonna be a choice remaining between continents and islands and the Highlands. To be honest, it's more likely that. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, I did it. I correctly predicted how. Wow, and they're gonna force this game on the Highlands. Where is the map? And why did the map disappear? Hello? What is the map? What map? Okay, it's Highlands. Okay, never mind. It's saying it's Highlands. Okay. Okay, it's Highlands. So we do have a long game in front of us. We're going to need to see how the boys from Change of Circumstance or, of course, Holiday on Highlands are going to try to get the victory this time. With all victory options on the table, they will need to snatch it. And preparing their empires, getting the spawns correctly, doing whatever they need to be doing to win this game is going to get them that triumph. And maybe some nukes. Yeah, exactly. Maybe some nukes sprinkled in over there. A little bit of sauce, you know, a little bit of sauce on that pizza of a map over there, the Highlands. Let me actually take a quick pick over and write the map over here. There we go. I do want to say also hello to YouTube. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. Give me a second over here so I can get the chat up. Hello there, Toasted Dot. Good evening, sir. Urek, hello there, sir, and welcome. I did also notice Dome. Good evening, sir, and how are you doing tonight? I do want to answer your question over here about the thumbnails. And yes, this is the first day that I will introduce a new thumbnail for the CPL Premier League on, of course, YouTube. I do want to see how it goes, and if it, of course, goes better than the other ones, I'm going to start replacing them with the new graphics. If not, I'm going to try to keep on looking to see how we can increase that click-through rate. Also, you just tell the players the game starts 10 minutes before it actually does. Oh, talking about waiting for players to join. Yeah, I mean, that's an ongoing issue, I guess. An ongoing issue. I wouldn't really call it an issue. It is an ongoing something. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm doing my best to try to synchronize with the players as best I can, like between the times and the vote being started, between the time opening up the stream and the vote being started. But sometimes, yeah, it's a little bit over, it's a little bit early. It is what it is. Anyway, coming back to the ban phase here, we do have COC banning the next one. While they did manage to get 3 on both sides, we do have actually no, 2 on both sides, because they did get the 2 extra pre-game bans on each side, and now they took out Kree and then they took out Gorgo, adding to 6 bans on each. They do need to go for 4 more. I gotta say, with the next 2 on each side, we will see them starting to get the picks going. With 4 picks available, they will get to reveal sometimes their hands. What are they going to want to try to do during the game? What are they going to try to go for a victory condition? How they're going to approach it? Is it going to be a war civ? Is it going to be a sim civ? Is it going to be Canada? Is it going to be Bulmus? I mean, those are quite a few questions that we need to ask ourselves here. I'm pretty sure still production and gold will probably be king during the game. We're going to need to see how they're going to acquire those funds so they can upkeep big armies later on. We do need to see also how the ban phase is gonna go. They still have a lot of civilizations they need to take out. And just a few seconds, guys, I'm switching my chats over here so I can see both of them at the same time. Coupe is so strong. I gotta say, Coupe is quite strong over here. It looks like Rage is saying Sejong is actually banned. What? This is confusing. I don't know what this is. It's saying Rage is saying Sejong, but I don't know what is Sage. Where? Instead of this, instead of the timer, or is it instead of Kree? Anyway, bonsoir Kuchokela, good evening, sir, and welcome. Turn 10 chance to attack cap. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Start with a 2 pop, free text. Yeah, and also right now it seems like the players do consider they didn't really nerf it. They just made him go coastal, and it's still very powerful. After they ripped all of that soul of Coupe away, you can see it in the skies. Unfortunately, Coupe is a naval civilization, guys, now. He's on the coast. He's on the coast. He's not sailing away in his dreams around the oceans of the 7 seas. It is what it is. We do need to take a look at the next bans. Lincoln is going to be banned by COC. That's actually the last ban before the first pick phase. Theodora is also going to be taken out, and Scotland, of course, they are trying to take out the civilizations that do shine very, very well mid to late game. Highlands is quite a long map. It's going to take quite a bit of time for them to not only figure each other out where they are, but also get a lot of cities done and prepare attacks against their opponents. If anybody's going to flinch and is going to try to go on the offense a little bit too early or too late, he's gonna feel the pressure of the game on him. It will start to slow down, and that is the problem, right? Everybody actually wants to keep on their tempo, keep going faster and faster and faster, and try to overcome their opponent's empires. Now we're going to need to see how things will evolve here with that's Yongle. That is Yongle, right? We got Yongle. Oh my! Did anybody pick Yongle before to actually see him like the broken civilization that he is? I'm pretty sure a lot of the players did not actually try out Yongle, but I'm pretty sure the multipliers on that civilization bonus are gonna go crazy. We did have an update on him, and if I remember correctly, they did actually do quite a bit of a facelift there. Let me actually quickly take a look at this and see Yongle. Did they do it right now? Yeah, they did it right now. So science and culture per population to 0.7 and the 0.5 out of 0.5 and 0.3. Increased project yields, faith and food to 60% of production from 50%, and gold to 150% from 100. Oh, we're gonna need to see if Trynda is actually gonna show us how this civilization is gonna be played. If there's one player that's gonna know how to do it, it is him. Tamar is still there here. Tamar is still here. Yeah, Tamar is still here. It did actually survive for the first wave of bans. We do have Ptolmeic and Maya being picked up by HOH. With definitely a lot of science possibility over there on Maya. We've seen how Ptolmeic can shine at the beginning of the game with that Ptolmeic and that extra culture from his resources on the floodplains. Ooh, that is so good. The problem is if you can actually get past that mid game, you do need to keep on expanding. You do need to keep on adding those bonuses on your civilization and be ready for the late game. Yongle is directly taken. Yeah, first pick over here on Yongle. I gotta say, Yongle has not been on our radar since I don't think I've seen a single player choosing Yongle since I did the BBG update video. I don't know how much that is, like a month? Did I do it a month? I don't know. It was a long time ago. it is a long time ago. Let me actually check. I think I can check. Let me see. Content, videos. It was on 7th of November. Okay, it was 3 weeks. Okay, there we go. 3 weeks ago when it was patched, we did have this. Sail away by the Rasmus came into my mind when you said Coupe can no longer sail as per her dreams. Yes, basically, he cannot sail anymore, man. There was a game where a Coupe settled next to an opponent and Rush got off the forge. Yeah, the Coupe can do that. Anyway, we do have flexible civilization here, a very good one. Rome being picked up by COC, and we're going to need to see on the HOH, or I should say the next wave of bans. We do take a look at Mapuche being taken out by HOH. Also, Vizier has been taken out by COC. This is Vizier or this is the other one? I think it's Vizier, right? I think I just do this, right? Oh, there we go. It is Vizier. Okay. We do have also another 2 more bans needing to be taken out. HOH is on their last civilization to take away from their opponent's grasp. And yes, they do have a lot of choices in front of them. What are you gonna take out? Menelik, Montezuma, Gran Colombia, Congo, Nader Shah. So many good civilizations that are available for them. And it really depends and it boils down to player preference at the end of the day. Now we do have Gran Colombia being taken away actually from the rosters here. HOH is going to ban it, and the COC is going to need to follow up with the last ban, the last choice of their ban here of civilization to not be a part of the game, and then they're going to have to start off on the picks. There was okay, the thing, it's the meta, it's pretty freezed, and when some people take new one, they don't seem to know how to use it. Wilhelmina, for example, where the polders are put everywhere. I gotta say, if they actually deem the polders worth it, they remember this, if they actually deem the polders as worth as you think, because they might not go, like a lot of the players might actually have a different kind of tempo in mind, and the bonuses from the polders are not going to be enough as the bonuses that you get from improving other stuff or doing other things like districts and so on, and buildings and projects and so on. Why are Julius and Gilgamesh not picked on nor banned? We did see actually Gilgamesh and Julius last week, but in this game in particular it doesn't look like that's actually following up as civilization here. And I gotta ask, actually they did pick up Rome. They could have picked up Julius Caesar. I think they don't trust their Julius Caesar ability to shine in this particular matchup, even though on Highlands, if I remember correctly, it was Elephant Guy that actually picked Julius Caesar. Was it on Highlands or Seven Seas? That's what I don't particularly remember, but I know it was Elephant Guy that at late game, especially when he started pushing through his opponents and taking out cities, there was so much economy. He was just buying out the GDR every few times with the money he was getting from taking over opponents there. Looks like Eleanor, H-O-H, Eleanor. England, Eleanor. Okay. This is again gonna be quite an interesting experiment to see if Eleanor is gonna trade with the best and come on top. Eleanor here does tend to shine after it gets some works in its amphitheaters, in its our museums. The problem with that is, of course, the beginning, the early to mid game. We're going to need to see how he's going to try to, if he's going to have time, if he's going to have relative peace around him, or is he going to be forced to defend his cities. Oh, people, thank you so much for the follow, sir. I think I have... I don't know why I didn't hear that notification. Anyway, it is what it is. I take Hojo de Beasley. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Yeah, Hojo is definitely a strong pick here. It looks like Pericles is going to be picked up by COC. And interesting that, of course, yes, they did take out Gorgo, and Pericles would have been another Greece. It's a very good culture defense civilization, but it's very slow when it comes to getting that culture victory. And we do also have Genghis Khan being picked up by COC. I gotta say, Genghis Khan over here does shine later on, as well as in the early game, but the most experienced players do know how to handle him. So we're going to need to see if in this particular game Genghis Khan is actually going to get a window of opportunity to maybe benefit from some extra diplomatic visibility he's going to have against his opponents, or are his opponents going to be on point with how they treat him. Now, they do need to give him a lot of respect. That extra diplomatic visibility is no joke over there, and yes, you do need to actually get some pikemen if you're going to need to defend against those Kesheks. We do have one remaining choice on HOH. Let's actually take a look what they're gonna do here. Just a few more seconds to go. Looks like 8, 7, we got 6, we got 5. Let's go. Draft over. Gaul. Gaul is going to be picked up by HOH. That is the finalizing of the draft here. Let's actually start up the prediction for how many remaps are we going to have. And it's a 0-1-2 with a 10-minute 0-1-2 option, of course, with a 10-minute period. Got it. Let's put the points in and see how this game is going to go. Let me actually switch the screen over here, because I'm pretty sure I will need to switch the slot soon. Just want to keep it on the right side so I can see what's going on while I do finish also the Q&A on YouTube. Hello, Darshan Lombardo. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Now, let me actually write down over here the poll. How many remaps? I'm gonna say Twitch is more easier to use than this YouTube stuff over here. I don't know why YouTube doesn't have some sort of like remember earlier polls or something function. Anyway, swap slots. I guess Rage is telling me to swap slot with him, or is it Dragos? Yes, I don't know, one of the two. I guess who do I swap slot with? Hello. Okay. It is what it is. We're going to see also what kind of priority they're going to give to the civilizations, and we might make an idea what are they going to go for when in terms of maybe, how to say, great people or wonders. Well, let's go. It is a long game in front of us, and it does look like the players are taking this a little bit slower. We will probably have quite a few hours of a game over here of competition, and we're going to need to see who is going to come out on top at the end of the day here. We've seen multiple times on Highlands how they do get to that phase of the game, very late game phase, when you're going to see armies everywhere. You're going to see tanks, artilleries, you're going to see helicopters, you're going to see nukes. These are usually, even GDRs, these are usually the last ones over there. I really hope so. I really hope he's actually gonna put a spectator here. I really hope so. Should I, like, can I move, set a spectator and then move back, or how should I approach this? Anyway, this is just Premier League, as nothing, so nothing super fancy. I mean, it's the players are experimenting right now and they're learning the new meta, so I'm pretty sure there's always something fancy going around. But yes, it is. There's a less stake on this than it would be for a CWC game. It's still a very important game. I'm pretty sure they are interested in getting the slots over there, and a lot of the times the players' egos do come into play, and they do want to feel they're better than the other ones, and of course getting the victory and getting the bragging rights of that victory will make sense. Also, before we actually get into the game, YouTube, I'm addressing to you. Please actually throw a like to the channel, and if you didn't subscribe right now, please. It helps you out with the algorithm and with the engagement rate quite a bit. If you are kind enough to leave a comment down below, thank you. And now coming back to the game, we do need to see how the players are actually gonna get this going. It looks like oh, my 1 MS to Dragos here. We're in the same city, so yeah, 1 MS is basically 1 or 3 MS. It is what it is. I think we're even having internet from the same provider, so yeah, the network is just connected over there much faster. Anyway, let's actually take a look how this is gonna go. They do have Mr. Toast with Eleanor being picked up as the highest priority here for them. Noob 634 will need to move. I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to make space for a player from their opponents. Or wait, who banned first and who picked first? Because the teams are a bit skewed here. So on one side, on COC, we got Trynda, we got Fish, we got Rage, and we do have Noob 634. As you can see, they're not in the correct slots right now. While on the other side, on HOH, we do have Space, Manuji, we do have Mr. Toes, and Dragos CS. Dragos CS, actually, we had a few conversations with Deskra quite a while ago when he was talking about his... how to say, his friend Dragos CS. He has just joined relatively... how to say, not early, not soon. Anyway, he just joined recently. There we go. Recently, HOH, like a few weeks ago, like a month or something ago, and we still see him getting accustomed to all of it, like literally all of it, like the team environment, the HOH in particular, and so on and so forth. We do need to see, of course, what's going to happen here with a few seasons on his belt. Looks like did they move? I see. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, the HOH is in the correct slots. Okay, perfect. They're just moving around. We do have Pericles being picked up first from by Noob 634. That, of course, will prioritize them going for wonders and going for getting those great people. It's very important for Pericles to have first dibs, especially for the later on people like musicians and so on. We do need to see also Mr. Toes with Eleanor. Gonna try to be competitive on this. Space is gonna go for Ambiorix. We got Rage on Trajan, Manuji, Cleopatra, Ptolmeic, TaskForceFish on Genghis Khan. Trynda is gonna get Yongle, and he doesn't care about those wonders. He's the second to last slot over there. Yes. We will have this LAN. This is a tournament game. Yes, this is a tournament game. I'm a player. What? Oh, I hope not. Oh my god, no, Judgeron, my heart sank just a little bit there. Also, COC, Genghis Khan, Island Buff, kick double. Yes, cool whip. We got the fish. We got the fish going for that. Let me actually turn off the Discord over here overlay, and let's get this going over here. This, and we're gonna come back to do some other settings when, of course, yes, we're actually gonna see if they do remap once, twice, or third times. Whoa, Phyrexis placement, go turn 2. What is this Finex displacement all about, man? Now let's actually... Oh, I guess it got Manuji out of a pickle here. He only had a bit of a single resource over here for him to get some extra culture. Not enough boost. Not enough boost. Oh my god, look at the lands of Athens. So much forest over here. Definitely not enough fresh water. Let's see what's going on. Eleanor would have been next to him, so yeah, I guess they would have fought over Caguana, traded some punches, and maybe got to drink some beer in between. Beijing, let's actually see. Trynda, not bad. No, wasn't bad. Okay, that's a lot of territory between him and his opponent. What does he have over here? He has Gaul over here to the east side to worry about. And nobody on the west. Yeah, nobody on the west. Northwest is gonna be Mr. Toes. Well, they might fight each other, but yeah. No, anyway, Gaul over here did have his. Let's see. So who needs to activate the turn? And why are we not? Oh, we're waiting for Noob 64. I thought the turn actually rolled over, and I was like, why? Travis Blonde, hello there, sir, and welcome. March Condi, good evening, sir. What does 5-axis placement mean? So there are two algorithms that are working to place the civilizations on the map. One is the 5-axis placement, and the other one is the BBS algorithm. BBS as a mod actually intervenes, stops the 5-axis placement from actually happening, and it introduces its own algorithm into the spawning phase, if I understand it correctly. Splitting the zones and so on and so forth, splitting the map into zones and then assigning them to the different civilizations. Well, and that's like more complication of that on city-state placement and allowing them to spawn or not spawn, deleting them afterwards and so on. So basically that's the difference. When 5-axis placement happens, we do know that the rules, the algorithm for the 5-axis placement has actually activated. So BBS failed to place the maps and place the civilizations on the map and get a good result on how the map looks. Now, usually we let it to the players if they do want to play on 5-axis placement, but there are risks involved into this because you do have BBS stopping, for example, civilizations from being too close to each other, or stopping to be too close to the edge of the map, and like those rules are not always taken into account by the 5-axis placement. We are going into the new map. I gotta say, this is not gonna be added over there on the remap question, which looks like a lot of you are actually voting into the first option, one remap. Are you guys okay? Are you voting on the one remap? I mean, to be honest, I guess it is what it is. We got 6 votes right now. We're waiting for YouTube over there to become more engaged. Click those buttons. Come on, YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time. You know, they want to see what's happening on the first map, and then they put their votes in. It's fine. It's fine. Now let's take a look what's going on here. We do have the map reveal soon, and it looks like Rome is going to be on the northwest, pretty close to Gaul over here. I'm pretty sure they're actually going to trade punches during the game. We do have him with 3-1 spices in the capital. Ooh, this is pretty spicy. Good settles and good chops everywhere. We do have him with such an amazing food acquirement here on the eastern settle next to the bananas. I'm pretty sure at least one settle is going to be sent towards the northwest, towards space, and we do have him with a lot of fresh water, even though Rome could do quite well even without, of course, those granaries, openers. We've seen them multiple times, not to mention the ability to get the bath, to get some extra housing is amazing. Get that fresh water going. We do need to take a look also here. Okay, I mean, there are 2 more resources. He doesn't have rices, he doesn't have a lot of food, but he has 2 of these maize tiles and a wheat tile, and he's gonna get to develop. Not a lot of flat maize though. I guess sure you can actually go for a Temenanki here, but wouldn't be that great. Now it is unfortunate, but I believe this is one of those lore rolls over here for Egypt, even though I do like for any other civilization, I do like these spawns on the west side with a 3-2 bananas, fresh water from the river, access to some spices. He has a 2-3 deer tile to the northwest, definitely a lot of resources here. So yeah, we'll see how Manuji is gonna try to make it work, especially since he's gonna be so close to the west side here to his opponent. He might be in trouble. We don't know exactly where Rage is gonna go, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna go. He's gonna pick, right? Left or right? Left or right? He's gonna be eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick up, save by the toe. You know, he's gonna do it. He definitely needs to do it. Let's take a look at Yongle here. We got Beijing with a 3-2 banana. We got some 2-2 deer tiles, and looking at his next set of locations, he has a problem. No fresh water. I mean, sure, he can definitely work around fresh water, but no fresh water. No fresh water. That's just a few cities that he could settle with the fresh water from the rivers. Does have a 1 tile lake to the west side, very far in the west. Look at that, like 8 tiles, 9 tiles to actually settle that city. And then you do have this one in the south that's going to be taking just as long, because you do have rainforests, marshes, hills to go through, and so on and so forth. It's just a lot. Manuji, Egypt next to a Rome. I remember. Yeah. Celestial Elemental Spirit. Hello there, sir, and welcome. As long as Egypt doesn't do what? What does Egypt do? Anyway, we do have Athens here with possible early Pantheon. He has the tobacco tile on the right side, and yes, I do see so many pastures here. Oh, is this gonna be Divine Spark or Open Sky? I'm pretty sure if you actually put them into balance right now, Open Sky might come out on top. I mean, look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pastures, and he has some more over here, like another 3 pastures. Like that's 15 culture just from improving tiles that you would improve anyway. Ooh, yes. Yeah, exactly, the evade, right? Picky Ptolmeic on Highlands is just rolling a dice. Yes, I totally agree with that. The fish is saying, I see what Trynda sees. I see different people. What Trynda might dissing. Oh, okay. We got the city of London to the north, and looks like Mr. Toes Laurasia is going to have the honor of putting a city on the Jade tile, and of course getting that harbor in the water. He only has like maybe 2 more cities on this northeast, and that's about it. That also will bring another problem here. He kind of needs his Levidokias, right? And well, by the looks of it, he's only going to have these cities on the west that he's going to need to travel quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns to settle, and another one here, I guess, in the north that's going to take a little while longer. We do have him with some possible settles in the south. Of course, he can actually reach this ocean here, and I do see he's gonna have the opportunity to trade with an ally. Wait, this is Eleanor. No, he's not gonna. Oh, no. I mean, these 2 guys like Pericles and Yongle are friends, so Eleanor over here is just gonna need to sit tight and try to be as defensive as possible. He does have Maya to the southeast, which, to be honest, it does benefit from a pretty goodish land. Like, there are a lot of farms, plantations that he could play with, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be sad about that lake in the north. It is what it is, or I should say the ocean in the north. He will not get to actually settle a city directly north of his capital. He's just gonna get these 2 ones on the left and on the right. It is what it is. Well, we do have Dragos also with Vrede for the Dome to the west side. Even if he does want to actually trade with England, their goal pattern is not going to be as heavy as their opponents trading on the seas. That also that might actually be mitigated with a tunnel. I'm actually very curious if they're gonna go for a tunnel here. You see this one mountain here? This might be the tunnel. Like this mountain or this mountain. These mountain tunnels over here. Get those trade routes through them and get the gold rolling. No camps for Temple of Artemis. On whom? Oh, Toxic. Brain, are you referring to Athens here? Yeah, no camps. No camps. This would have been an amazing Temple of Artemis, but yeah, no camps. Unfortunate. Who did I see camps on? Here we do have one on England. Yongle, he has one, and he has some 1, 2, 3, 4. Not. I mean, definitely not like 15. I mean, okay. Temple of Artemis here, and he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on where he builds it, maybe 6, 5, and 6. Rome. Oh, he got. No, I mean, again, whenever there is somewhere on the map that we actually know there's gonna be conflict, somehow we get these exploding volcanoes, man. I'm telling you, these guys actually have feelings. They're getting excited, and they see Rome over here needs a little bit of help. Did I actually mention they're not calling out for a technical remap, even though they probably could get a technical remap here because of those exploding volcano? 2-3 base over here. He's gonna get the 3-2-1 spy style, and it looks like the city of Rome is gonna pump out a settler in 4 turns, just 4 turns. That's a 1 or 2 turns faster than his opponents here. Yeah, exactly. He got it. You're referring to Pericles, yes. Okay. Also, Gunzakimbo, good evening, sir. Voted 1 in the spirit of a remap. Okay. What are Eleanor's bonuses with the mod? Why is it good to take England on a Highlands map? map. McQueenzel, to answer your question, Eleanor bonuses, let me actually put it up on the screen because it's easier to see and of course read. Yes, sometimes I'm lazy to remember. Let's get it over here. Of course, you still get the 100% production to theater square buildings, just as you get into in the first version. But one of the big things that was introduced was this one. Great works receive additional yields, +1 for writing and relics, +2 for art and artifacts, and then you do get +4 for music. These yields give you the science or the culture, the gold, the faith, the production, or food, depending on what kind of districts you have built in your city. They do add up, so you can imagine later on Eleanor over here is going to be quite a powerhouse if he does manage to acquire a lot of those great works. Also, to answer your second question, why it is good to pick it on the Highlands, I'm not as convinced as maybe they are that Eleanor is better than going for England Age of Empire or getting Dido on this map, or of course Spain. Well, Spain, they did ban it, so I guess we're on the same page on that one. So you can sim for the late game. Yes, it has a lot of potential, but I still feel like the Victorias are a little bit stronger. Most of the time when the players, also Japan, Hojo Tokimen, I do have to say, it's kind of in the same boat over there. I do want to mention that usually the players do want to get a lot of gold on these maps, and having coastal civilizations that do have half-coast harbors does help out a lot to actually get extra trade routes, to get the extra gold, and be happy during the game, that you can upgrade stuff and so on and so forth. Now let's actually keep on watching and take a quick pick on webcam now, because we got one more turn to go. Looks like Dragos CS is gonna get his resources improved over here, and it looks like, wait, did he actually push Ptolmeic out of his spawn here? Because this would have been quite an interesting Ptolmeic spawn. We do have him, yes, with the first settler coming about, and he's gonna have to the southeast Mongolia. Well, Mongolia is not gonna get there. Like, to be honest, this is so much of a journey to actually get to the lands of Maya. He's a bit too far. Who does he have in the north? Oh, maybe Aduatuca is going to be a prime target, actually. Space does look like a prime target in the north. And he has a 2v1 possible against Space. So I would say Gaul over here is going to be in danger. We're going to need to see how Fish is going to try to plan this offense out. I do have to say this is not going to be an early offensive. He's going to need to plan it out for probably turn 50 or 60. By that time, he's going to need to get the infrastructure going there with multiple cities, connecting to his capital, getting the science, getting the culture going, and his production capabilities up. I might even be a little bit overestimating at what turn he might go. As in, he might actually go later than this. A flying toilet, hello, sir. And Congo? What? Congo? What is Congo? I want to know Congo. You seriously build Mubanza with Congo? Most of people chopped everything when they get it. Well, Mubanzas are amazing, man. Mubanzas are amazing. Yes, I kind of agree with the flying toilet, man. When you get to Mubanzas, you just spam them out. That is just everywhere. That also makes you, by the way, susceptible to the spy mission. Recruit partisans. It's one of the missions that usually nobody actually gets to do against somebody else, because nobody builds neighborhoods. Like, let's be real. How many of you did build neighborhoods, right? Yeah, don't tell people about the spy mission. Woo! We got the map going. I'm sorry, YouTube and Twitch. We got the map going. We got this. The points. It looks like a single a single map has been generated over here. We don't have anybody using the remap tokens, and we're gonna deliver the points right now. Let's actually take a look. Zero remaps over here. That is the answer to the question. Complete the prediction. Let's actually complete it really quickly on YouTube as well, and I'm just there we go. It looks like 0-1-2 was the spread, with 0 and 23% of the votes, the least percentage of the votes. I gotta mention, yeah, Highlands does tend to have a lot less remaps. The players being a little bit more confident that they're gonna have the time to overcome any kind of challenges they're gonna have during the game. So it is going to be much easier for them to actually say, oh yeah, I can definitely play this. Like, what's your position? Yeah. I mean, by the time I get like 7 cities, 10 cities, it's all good. I can take it. Yeah. So let's end the poll over here in the chat. Let's go through the civilization spawns one by one. Let's take on the list here. What do we have? Lady 6 guy is going to be the first one. We got webcam now getting his advantages going here from his improved resources. We do have him already with that sugar tile, and I do see he's gonna get the cocoa in the south. I'm pretty sure he's researching, there we go, observatory, so he can put them down and benefit from the extra science. As you can see, he does have a +4 in the capital. It is going to be on floodplains, and I'm not sure that Dragos will want to do that. A bit out of the box over here for Dragos to actually pick up land civilization Maya instead of going for his trademark naval civilization powers. I gotta say, it does seem like he's a little bit out of his element. Or is he? Or is he? We only saw him on naval civilization, so we gotta see him. Is he gonna pull it through? We'll see. I'm pretty sure we do need to also take a look at his strategic resources. He does have horses to the northeast of webcam now, while I do see he's gonna have an iron tile to the southeast of that capital city. Getting another settler in 2 turns will give him the opportunity to get more population and acquire more territory here. He does need to fend off this Noob 64 scout that is pestering him in the capital. He did get the slinger out, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be far off from upgrading it into a Hulche. I think it's actually called Hulche. Cool whip, getting those 5k points in. Yeah, easy peasy. Okay, so war declaration has been sent. Dragos is not going to take any prisoners here. He's going to push back that Greek scout out of his territory, and we're going to need to see if Noob is going to get the message. We do have a hut here that Noob can actually feast on and get some extra experience from. I gotta say, if he actually meets Fredefordom and pops that hut, he's probably gonna be on level 1. So getting the hill promotion here and wrapping around back to try to get something from Maya might be an option later on. Looking next, we do have Cleopatra to take a look at. Where is Cleopatra? Still on 1 city. Is this one of those times I need to put the clip on with escort your settlers? Is this one of those times? Did Manuji get forced to go back because he didn't have an escort for his first settler that was going to the west side, and then he came back to his capital? Because this is how it looks like. There's like no other reason he would have gone back into the capital. Why did he? Oh my god. That scout, man, very aggressive scout. Look at rage. He's raging. Oh my god, and he got a promotion, and Egypt didn't get the promotion. He's moving to the north with his first settler. We do have Egypt coming with a scout, and the second scout from that northern city, from that northern territory, and it looks like rage here will get to move on, promote, and then hit that Egyptian scout on the hill or in the forest, one of the two. So this settler doesn't have any more movement right now. He's gonna move next turn on the deer tile, while Rage is gonna move on the banana, and he's gonna get the promotion. It will be up to the first moves, and in the game, it is Rage, the host. Can he get the shift enter? He should be able to get the shift enter, right? Like move the scout over here and transfer the settler to the other scout for the full health. Come on, it might be. Come on, he's getting out. He's getting out, boys. Okay, let's put up quick prediction over here because we don't have that much time. I believe we do have one more turn, so I think we can put it up for like a minute or so. Oh my god, not here. Give me a second. I open up the prediction in a totally different screen, and I didn't understand the thing that was going on there. Start prediction. Is Manuji going to... it's fine. No, quit. Actually, maybe. Manuji loses a settler. Yes. No. 30 seconds, really quick. Let's go. 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a shift enter, right? You see he unlocked that settler, and we do have him shift entering on the scout. It is all up to the first moves, and it's not a done deal. I gotta say, it's not a done deal. It doesn't, like, the first move doesn't always save you. The shift enter doesn't always save you. So we're gonna need to see if Rage is gonna be raging and putting that scout to work to go against Manuji. He has the option. He has his scout upgraded to the hill promotion, the alpine promotion, and you were just a few seconds away. Oh my god, you said no. Okay. Well, somebody said yes. 2 people said yes. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Well, he did take out the scout. Okay, okay. Okay. No, it is. Okay, you guys keep your points. You guys keep your points. It is what it is. You know, there was a bit of a chance for some weird things happening over there. I should have asked the question differently, like. Yeah. One extra zero, lol. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Okay, so let's take a look at his spawn. Manuji will have access to iron tiles from the northern city. As you can see, he is having a bit of a trouble with the Roman scout. There's another Roman scout coming through the mountainside. And the fact that Manuji did not put his second settler yet is going to cost him during the game. Less stats than everybody else, less production than everybody else, less food than everybody else. That's a problem. We do have him getting another settler in 110, and I gotta say, he's not going to have an escort for this one either. Oh my god, is he gonna do it again? I mean, lucky him, he doesn't actually have Rome coming towards him, and it looks like he's also paying the same thing to Rome. As you can see, he's keeping his campus from finishing. That's a +3 campus here to the southwest of Rome, while yes, it looks like Rage is gonna handle it. Those extra turns that he could have actually had something better being done in those cities, like a campus. Well, he used to actually make war units. We do have the scout moving to the south here, and I gotta say, in that Egyptian settler is actually going to keep on moving to the north. I'm a bit curious, where is he going to actually go here. He does have a +4 campus in the north. He does have the opportunity to go for a 2-2 base on the coal tile, but that forest is going to be closer, and I don't think he actually has that much time to keep his how to say tempo going, or get back his tempo, I should say, because at the moment all of that extra tempo that Cleopatra does usually get, it's not there anymore. It's not there. It's actually a lot missing right now. We got space here with Ambiorix on 2 cities. He is also trying to pressure Rome from the northwest, while he's getting his 3rd city to the north. He was benefiting from some fertiles in the northern side of the capital. He has Pantanal to settle on to the northwest, and I do have to say he's going to have pretty good oppidums here between his cities. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to know it soon. He knows about these stone tiles to the northeast, which of course quarries do give the extra +2 adjacency to those oppidums, while he's going to need to discover the technologies for animal husbandry and of course bronze working, so he can reveal the horses and the iron. We do have builders coming out from both of his cities. He's going to want to get some jobs going and some also mines at some point. Could easily upgrade the fertiles, for example, for some extra gold, and he's going to get that extra amenity going. We do have him also is he next to? No, he's not really next to Eleanor here. Eleanor is all alone. Eleanor is alone. No, he has Maya. It's fine. Eleanor has Maya. They're gonna hold together. Now we do have China bullying him and taking out the horse tile that is horse improvement, the pasture to the west of Manchester. He did manage to place his city on a jade tile, and he's getting the extra culture from it. I do see he's getting his monuments for that culture, also getting some traders to connect his cities. I'm also seeing these builders in the water. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get his celestial navigation boost, so he can actually place those harbors a little bit faster. And we do have him with the horse getting pillaged. 17 faith has been taken away from him, while he does have an iron tile to the southwest of London. That could also be a possible campus if he doesn't discover bronze working before he's actually going to put that campus down. We do have Trynda. Yongle. Let's actually take a look at Yongle here to his southwest, already putting down the commercials and going for the non-freshwater cities. He did put that city on a die style. That's an amenity, getting a bit of a faith from it, and I'm pretty sure with the faith he just pillaged from his opponent, he's gonna get that Pantheon soon. We do have him placing down 2 commercials. We're probably gonna see the 3rd one placed down from Guangzhou, and so he can lock in the production. There we go, from that city center. While I do also notice he's getting his trade routes to work. We gotta follow up how he's gonna try to use the Yongle projects so he can get big. Is Ete faster on Noob than Manuji? Executor, good evening, sir. I'm not sure what Ete means. ETE will be fine. Oh, Etemenanki you mean. Okay. Manuji or Noob? Manuji or Cleopatra is. Let me actually take a quick peek over here. Ooh, we got Rome sacrificing that scout to actually keep some builders from taking over Etemenanki. Looks like another slinger had to be bought over here to get him off his Etemenanki, while I'm pretty sure we do need to take a look at Noob 634. If he's getting his Temenaki, he's getting it in 4 turns, and he does have a chop. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to chop this. I do have to point out how he actually plays the city of Athens. Doesn't give him the opportunity to get the Acropolis next to it. He's going to need to get that adjacency for the Acropolis from something else. He might not even be planning for how to say for that yet. Now we do have him okay, at the race with Cleopatra. Oh wait, yeah, this is not going up, guys. This is not going up. This is not going up. Manuji is way too late on this. Like, look, it's already half built here. It's already half built. Like, that's just started. That's just the foundation. Yeah, double deny Egypt. Yeah, he got the Lady of the Reeds and Marshes as a pantheon, and he is gonna get the Temenanki. Looks like they are kind of bullying Manuji over here. They saw the weakness in Cleopatra and took away those advantages, got them on themselves, and left Cleopatra helpless. It is what it is. Manuji over here is gonna need to figure out some big brain stuff so he can get back into the game. We do have also to take a look at TaskForceFish, and wait a second, Yongle, we didn't talk about his strategics. He has both strategics, one first ring out of Beijing, second ring also the horses. He did pick up City Patriot Goddess as a pantheon, and of course getting those commercials a little bit faster. Looking at TaskForceFish, he's going for bronze working, and you know what that means. You know what that means. The city of Alpha is going to war. We got the fish over here getting his campuses down. He's gonna get the extra science coming up, purring from these cities. We do have +4 next to the city of Bravo, where he does have a lot of geothermal. Look at these geothermals. What is this? What is this? A +4 and another +3. He's gonna get in Charlie, maybe a +1 over here to the northeast. And I do see, oh no, he has a +2. Excuse me. He actually has a reef fish that he's gonna get some extra adjacency from, because why not? Now we do have him also with religious settlements as a pantheon. He's gonna try to get bigger, and I gotta say I'm a bit surprised of his placement of you should say his discovery of bronze working so early. I would have imagined he's actually gonna go for commercials and then follow up with bronze working, since he is not that close to his opponents and he has time to keep on getting some discounts going. That triggers me to see Mongolia in green. I think it's Gaul. Yes, don't get me wrong. I also think it's China or something. This is not comfortable. It is what it is. I actually gave like TaskForceFish really likes to like play blue, and I always move away from the bluish color, so TaskForceFish actually gets it. He sent me so many messages. Hey, can you like give me my blue back? Yes, sir. Yes. You take your blue back. Romo 3 cities while Egypt is on 1. Yes, that's also quite a bit of a difference, but he managed to catch up right now. We do have 3 cities from Egypt at the time of that message. Yes. Oh my god, more excitement over here happening in the Roman city. We do have him with so many good tiles to work in multiple cities, and he's gonna finish up his campuses. Does seem like his tempo is gonna go crazy. We do need to take a look at the fish with 15 science and 5 culture. He does have his horses next to the city of Charlie, while he's gonna already improve his horses in the capital. I do see his he has his island to the southwest of Bravo, and we do have him getting his traders out so he can connect his cities with pathways, not to mention get some extra food and production going. Now we do have also to take a look at Rage with 6 science and 9 culture. He still has a little bit to catch up. Gaul is next to him and is putting an aggressive encampment. I think that's basically space declaring war without declaring war or something, because man, that encampment is right in the face of Rage over here. And we do have him with a 4 city going to the southeast. There is an Egyptian warrior that's coming through that forest, and it does seem like Rage does have that in the bag. He pushed it out from his campus, and well, he's gonna need to follow this up until that warrior is no more. Now we do have him also with both strategies to the right of his capital. He does have the iron tile in the first ring and also the horses in the second ring. And we'll see also Governor Magnus in the capital to give him some extra bonuses. I'm a bit surprised he's actually improving mines on this exploding volcano, because, well, it exploded so many times. I would have expected him to actually start chopping some tiles over here, or even improve his strategics for something. We would need to see him try to go as soon as possible for bronze working, so he can get a general up. I would imagine he's gonna put the card in pretty soon here. And we do have Noob 64 also, turn 24 here with 3 cities. He's getting his Ptolmeic next turn, and if we have to compare here, Ptolmeic is 6 turns out from finishing. This is not gonna finish. I gotta say, Manuji is still dreaming he's actually gonna get this Ptolmeic, but no. Noob 64 is just gonna take it away from him. Getting Liang in a capital city to benefit from the extra production. There aren't that many floodplain tiles, I gotta say, like 4 or 5 floodplain tiles here. It isn't that big of a bonus, but it's still very much worth it taking it away from Cleopatra. Now we do have also Lady of the River Marshes. Okay, there we go. I think we actually talked earlier from Greece, right? He just has his iron here, he has his horses over here, already has sugar tiles improved, getting a lot of yields. Lazaro, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Androam, good evening, sir. Who has slot order Pericles or Egypt? It is Pericles the first slot, and then Eleanor is the second one. Resource promotion, Monkey Wazaru, the resource promotion. Anyway, Pericles does because we will contest books and put him higher. Yes. I think it is safe to actually put up the prediction on the screen here. So we wait for the golden age. I do want to put up the points, the era score points, so we can see what's going on. And I think the most action that we're going to have is probably going to be here, right? Around here somewhere. We do have the preparations of war by the Gaul. While he didn't yet put down his oppidums, he did start to improve his strategics. And I do see him, of course, 2 turns away from getting an encampment. We do have rage that is still settling. And I gotta say, this granary here makes me twitch. This granary here, it makes me really twitch. I hope he's not actually gonna keep on building that granary, because he's gonna end up in a big problem with the Gaul here. That city is exposed to the Gallic nation. Anyway, let's get the prediction out. Guys, get your points ready. Get the points ready. Who will win? We do have on one side change of circumstance. On the other side, we do have holiday on Highlands. And submission period for 30 minutes. I'm going to ask the same question, but it's not going to be a prediction on YouTube. Twitch chat right now should have the ability to use some points, to get some more points. Change of circumstance is the first option. Holiday on Highlands is the second one. Hello from 1 year video with potato. Wow. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Yes, without cuts. I mostly do that, by the way, on the stream over here. You're gonna see the content live both on Twitch and YouTube, and even if I do try to sometimes make some YouTube videos, mostly the live content is the one that is being prioritized. Also, there is an adjacency for the Acropolis to the right of Ptolmeic on the grassless hill. Talking about this. What? Wait, right of Ptolmeic, this one? Yes, he does have this one. I was actually thinking he's gonna put it over here and try to make some form of government plaza placement, but I guess we're gonna need to see. Yes, he can definitely put it over here. He can definitely get the +2 from over there. 2 people from HOH miss Golden here. What do we have? We got Manuji here and we got Mr. Toes. Wait, he didn't get his Royal Navy dockyards. He didn't get his Royal Navy dockyards, guys. There we go. He's starting to place them. Okay, he's starting to place them down. Oh my god, he actually wants to get the settler out before this. Can you get the settler out before this? 4 turns, it should be enough time. Yeah, it is turn 30. It should be enough time here for Sheffield to actually finish. We got 5 more turns until the next one. Please check production for what? There shouldn't be that much of a production difference at this point in time. 2 people, wait, I misvoted on who I thought will win. Oh, I'm sorry, Toxic Brain, it is what it is. Let me actually finish up with the chat over here. Floodplains, plush marsh within 3 tiles. Yes, that's as good as you're gonna get on Highlands, basically, Senomen. That is the correct, sir. Let me actually put up the poll over here for who will win, and again the same answer, change of circumstance or holiday on Highlands. There we go. Did I actually misspell that? I think I did. Highlands. There we go. I inverted the I with G. There we go. There we go. We got the poll started up in YouTube chat as well. And you guys will need to actually slow it down. Take a peek over here of what's going on. I do want to ask you again, if you didn't like the video yet, please like it right now. So it does help me out with the algorithm. And we go forward, bigger, stronger. Let me actually take a quick peek over here what's going on. Change my settings and view. So I have the both chests. There we go. Just watch Cleo make his comeback. Yeah, we do have Manuji here with the 4th and 5th settler coming out, and it looks like Manuji is getting out of the territory of Rome with his warrior. Now he sees that his opponent is making, of course, quite a bit of science right now with 18 science and 13 culture. Manuji still needs to catch up from his 7 and 8, 26 production versus the 45 of Rome. That initial hit against Manuji over here was detrimental to his tempo, and we did see that in slow motion. The fact that he was stopped from getting his second settle was incredibly hurtful to his empire. Now we do need to take a look at I would say the lands of Maya. He didn't actually get his pantheon yet. I do see him with Gavron Plaza being placed over here. Where is his Gavron Plaza? This is his Gavron Plaza. This kind of looks like an observer. Oh, this is his Gavron Plaza. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't see that in the south. Gavron Plaza here next to 2 observatories. He does have his +3 and this +5. That's going to get more bonuses right now, turning it to a +6. And guess what? A +5. And we do have also Uxmal with a +4 over here. And I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna get his strategics to shine for him. We got him placing down some commercials for the extra trade routes, while at the moment I guess nobody's making that much amount of gold. We do have Dragos on 29 gold a turn, improving a lot of these cocoa tiles, improving a lot of his plantations to get those extra gold points. He will need to start expanding, and he's getting his settlers out pretty soon. Eleanor, still no pantheon from him. We did have him with a bit of a problem. He does need 1 more point to get the... needs 3 more points to get to the golden age, while I do see he's going to get his Royal Navy dockyard. He's going to be fine. Next turn, it's more than enough time. Looks like that city did grow 1 tile, and they did make the harbor faster. Looking at what's going on over here in the lands of fish, we do have him with religious settlements, 4th city out, and he's getting that encampment in the south here. I do see he's getting a wave of builders and 5th city from Bravo. I would have expected him to actually put more settlers in production right about now, especially instead of this builder. But I'm pretty sure he does have something in his mind, and I would imagine he's going to want to chop a few of these tiles here before he's going to get the improvements going. To the north, Gaul here is looking like he's flexing his military muscles against Rome, or at least showing him that is the direction his armies are going to go towards. We do have him getting God of Craftsmen as an improvement, as a pantheon, and he's getting the extra production and extra faith on these strategic resource tiles. We do have the horses and the iron getting those bonuses, and as you can see, it does allow him to actually acquire a lot of production throughout his empire. 45 production, while Rome is still better than him at 52. We do have settler coming up in 4th and city from the capital, and I do see we do have another oppidum, wave of oppidums coming out from his territory. Even with the oppidums, he's not actually managing to overwhelm the rage. Settle. It is what it is. Pingala establishing in the city of Ravenna. We do have Rome getting his ancestral hall. Totally ignored the fact that, well, he could have had a pantheon here. He's not getting it. And I do see he's getting a few builders. He has quite a few chops. Of course, this is Rome. If he starts getting legions, he's going to start chopping more legions with that legion and so on. Getting some markets in so he can start acquiring the great merchants. Only Yongle is making 3 points right now, while I'm pretty sure others are going to start getting those going. We do need to see if they're actually going to manage to take some of the important ones. Temple of Artemis getting online here from China. 4 cities at the moment, getting also hanging gardens in the city of Longqi. We do have market in Guangzhou, while that city did get a granary, right? Didn't it get a granary? Yes, it did get a granary. He has the extra housing. Placing also his Gavron Plaza next to the mountain, so he can actually get some more adjacency points over there using that. And we're going to see how he's going to plan out his aqueducts so he can get everything better. We did have Etemenanki finish in the lands of Pericles, and he's getting the extra science along the extra production he has with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles in adjacent to Athens. He's going to be quite happy benefiting from those extra points there. I do see the Acropolises are also being discovered and placed down, and we do need to see how Athens is going to want to play this out. Give me a second here. Let's actually take a look at Egypt getting fertility rights as a pantheon for the extra food he's going to have. He's not even working these tiles. What is he working? And why is he working? I guess he wants gold or something. Okay, I guess he values gold. It is what it is. I would have imagined he wants to grow as quickly as possible here. Anyway, another settler coming up from Thebes. It looks like, of course, with Gaul maybe pressuring Rome from the west side. Cleopatra does feel like he's going to have a bit more time, and he's trying to get back with the city count. We do have him much slower than his opponents here, which will cause quite a few issues during the game. Give me a second, because it's starting to be a bit too hot in here. Give me a second. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. I just need to put this on. There we go. Hasn't gotten around to it yet. Why Gold did not settle that wonder? Vredenford Dorm, you mean? Or which one? Pantanal over here to the northwest. Oh, Pantanal to the northwest. I'm pretty sure it's not really in his priorities right now to go so far to the northwest, while he is going to need to get the cities as close as possible to Rome and keep on pressuring him. That's the only way to save Egypt. Jacob, hello there, sir, on YouTube. Could you put up the team names? Yes, sir. Yes, I can put up the team labels. We do have on the left side the HOH. And on the right side, COC. There we go. There we go. Saipong, good evening, sir. Hatless Michael. Yes, I'm sorry. It came out. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the city states while we're going into the first era. I'm pretty sure we do have everybody going for a golden age. Golden. Yes, across the board here we do have in the city states Mogadishu with Muscat coming into the game to give the trade bonuses, while we do have also Hattusa with Anshan and Geneva available for the players to get some points in. Geneva is actually quite close to Maya, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Mongolia next to Hattusa. This might be a chance for him to take out something or to keep it for himself, and Anshan is gonna be to the far north of Yongle. We do have also Yerevan and Vatican City in the game for the religious bonuses. I do also notice Mexico City is going to be the one with industry, and Lahore with a CAD will be providing the military bonuses. Hey, two culture city states also. We got Vilnius and Kumasi. No Namadol though. It is what it is. Temple of Artemis has been completed in Yongle's territory. We do have him getting some horses out, and he does want to push back this English warrior before he actually gets the pillage. One turn away from getting that Hanging Gardens in Longchi. Dragos, Pen Russian Voice Golden Age in the first one with 28 science and 43 culture. 47 production at the moment for Lady 6 guy, getting his hulches up, and I do see him putting down more markets for that extra gold per turn. I'm pretty sure also for the production, the food and the faith, the food and the production. We do have Geneva here in the southwest that he might target, but by the looks of it, he's actually switching from a horse to a settler, and we do need to see what is he gonna do about Greece here to the southwest, because that's probably his only target. I don't think he's gonna fight Mongolia. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna fight Mongolia this game. I think unless it goes like very late game and Mongolia needs to clean the map or something. We do have Manuji with a pen, brush, and voice, 9 science and the 11 culture, still 4 cities. He's putting down his campuses, and I do see he's also gonna get a new wave of builders so he can improve his territory, chop, and get more production faster. I do see he did finish some of his campuses, while the extra culture from his bonuses on the resources do give him a bit of a boost there. He still has so many of these tasks to catch up. I do also notice he actually went for Governor Magnus, which does pose a question. All of this pen, brush, and voice will start working after he gets the campuses, and of course he has no bonuses from Moksha or Pingala at the moment. We do see him very far away from actually anybody else in the game here. Maybe he's actually close to Trynda? Nah, not even. We got space over here with 12 science and 18 culture. Gaul is gonna get his encampment okay. He's gonna get his encampment working soon for a project, and we do have him gathering the points, but without that much of a competition. Only Mongolia is making points in the map. Usually that's how Highlands plays. You don't actually get so many generals, or I should say so many players try to go for the generals from the beginning. Yeah, also maybe took a culture pantheon. I didn't check for that. Toxic brain, pen, brush, and voice also. Yes. So who did it take? So on Gaul or on Maya? Maya is goddess of festivals. Sorry, I didn't say this. But yes, goddess of festivals. He's getting an extra culture point from all of his plantations, from each of his plantations, I should say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. 6 culture from that pantheon alone, and he does have quite a few more cities to settle and improve plantations for. Now we do have space, right? 12 science, 18 culture, still 3 cities. He's getting the 4th and the 5th one soon out. He did manage to get a wave of slingers going, but no army yet to go against his opponent, while Rome is getting his own line of defense here next to the city of Ravenna. Now we do have space also with an option to keep on sailing to the west side. He has a lot of territory between him and possibly Maya that might be cut off over here by Mongolia at some point. We do need to see how Mongolia is going to want to expand to the north, but I'm pretty sure he's going to try to make himself a highway that he can use with the traders to make his connections, so he can actually get to his opponents here. Either make a left and go towards Maya, even though I really doubt it, or take a right and go towards Gaul. Now we do also need to take a look at Mr. Toes with 3 cities in England. He's getting his 4th city to the west side, and the 5th and the 6th. I do see Birmingham did get settled right in the face of Maya, but yeah, it is what it is. He's getting a trader there, and not close enough to Vredefort Dome to actually make it worth to buy those tiles. So I do see he's gonna benefit from some bananas, which he should actually get to have more population to work in Birmingham. He does have 312 Maze settled in the south of Manchester, and I do see he's getting his lighthouses going. Moksha established in the city of Manchester with Magnus in the capital. Not only he's gonna get his extra traders, but of course he's gonna get to push these cities with higher population and more production. We do have Trynda, pen, brush, and voice, golden age on him this time. 4 cities at the moment. Ancestral Hall soon coming up, with Longxi getting another settler in 2 turns. I do see Guangzhou is gonna finish up that market for an extra trader. He already has 2 of them working. He's gonna get a 3rd one to boost Xi'an. I do also notice he's using Magnus in the capital, while at the moment he doesn't have neither Moksha or Pingala. 13 science and 19 culture. He's keeping his stats low. Now we do have TaskForceFish with 28 science and 25 culture. Pen, brush, and voice shining over here on the fish, getting Pingala in the city of Bravo, while he's getting his campuses built from his other cities. I do see ODS Chamber is going to be his first specializing building of choice in the capital, and in his Gavron Plaza he's going to get another city here on the cattle, a pretty good one, and he still has a lot of jobs to benefit from. I do see him also pushing back the Gallic Gesate here next to the city of Delta, while he's fighting a cat, or a cat is fighting what is a cat fighting? Oh yeah, he's fighting a cat. Okay, a cat is very, very angry that Delta has been settled. We got Rage also with 27 science and 28 science and 27 culture on Trajan, and yes, he's on 4 cities at the moment, getting his encampment training project going. 5th and 6th settlers coming about. He did finish his ancestral hall in the city in the Gavron Plaza, which actually makes me wonder why did he not go for something like Warlord's Throne in this position, especially in a 2 versus 1 war versus Cleopatra and and versus the Gaul on the left side. Of course, having the ability to actually settle more cities, having the ability to get those cities much faster, being productive with the jobs that you're gonna get with your ancestral hall. Well, that might be valuable. That is valuable, I should say. With pleasure, Jacob. Much appreciated, sir. Also, Twitch and YouTube. If you have any questions, just throw them there, or if you want to ask me something. Maya is kind of booming. Those volcano tiles. Yes. Rome over here did pick up Earth Goddess. Is getting the extra faith for each of those volcanic soul tiles, and I do see, of course, at the moment he's not really gonna have anything to work that faith, but maybe he's gonna get some something to do with the faith in the great people, and so on and so forth. We'll see how he's gonna want to spend it. Maybe even the third era he might actually get the monumentality with so much faith banked up. We do have also to take a look at Noob 64, which is already starting to acquire the great writer points, 5 points over the moment. While he's on 245 cities, he does have amphitheaters coming out from Sparta, Ignosos, and of course new acropolises from the new cities, Mycenae and Rhodes. We do have him with the audience chamber in the city of Athens. That city center is 31.8 production, and I'm pretty sure, of course, he's gonna need to get an amphitheater in that city as well. We don't have a Pingala city yet, and I would imagine he's gonna want to get the Oracle at some point over here. He still has quite a few cities to settle. Unfortunate placements on the west side, even though pyramids might be a perfect placement over here. He can get it chopped a bit sooner. And then we do have him with a few cities to the east side. Again, not really prime position. We do have also Eleanor, Mr. Toes, actually getting into this ocean, which will deny the ability of China and to trade with Greece on the northern ocean, but they're gonna get this going. You see this going through Mycenae and Xi'an. This is gonna be their trade route. Sparta, Mycenae, Xi'an, Beijing, or Athens, actually Athens, Mycenae, Xi'an, Beijing. Geneva is being taken down. Maya is attacking it. Wow, okay, interesting. Archers coming out from that city center. He does have a warrior there, but so many horses are getting into the borders, and I gotta say this is quite dangerous also for Noob. It's not that far away for those horses to actually get into the lands of Greece. It's really not ideal to attack a Greek nation with horses, because he can easily pump out a few hoplites. But there is a catch. You actually need to have discovered bronze working, and I'm not that convinced he actually discovered bronze working. Did he? 0 iron. He's going for currency, and he's going for defensive tactics. What do you think, guys? What are the chances of Noob 634 actually having the benefits of bronze here for the hoplites? What are the chances of him actually having the technology to have a classical unit? Could you show yields? Yes, closing. Good knob on my head. Also, grits, sugar, tiles, even nicer. Yes, exactly. Anyway, we kind of finished the round out of all the civilizations here. We're going to need to keep on watching when Trynda is going to get to explode here. We do need to take a look how he's going to use those projects of Yongle, but of course he's still going to have a lot of population to use, and the multipliers will start to shine here. Well, we do have him expanding, and of course getting that ancestral hall, getting new traders so he can beef up his cities, and he's getting to set up his trade routes with Greece. Got one of these Chinese sources to move to the northeast. He might actually want to poke a little bit Mr. Toes at some point with some armies. Well, that will require an encampment at some point. We do have Manuji also getting an encampment from the city of Shered, while Rage is going to put a city right in his face. He's acquiring territory here next to his city centers. He's going to try to keep as much as possible Manuji from getting too big next to him, even though I do have to give it to Manuji, man. He actually came back to 16 science, 21 culture. You can see in the total tab, he's actually managing to overtake Ambiotics. Wow. Whoa. Is this actually happening? Cleopatra is overtaking space here next to him. Wow. Okay, well, we do have an audience chamber coming up from space, and yes, he does have a few swordsmen coming about. He did spend quite a bit of production to get an encampment down earlier, and he's getting his Pingala into the Corteron. Also Victor in the Forward City. Yeah, we do see an army being built up in Egyptian territory also, with a few archers showing up on the west side. He does have some warriors, and I do see Mariano chariot archers getting out from Akhetaten, with swordsmen getting out from Thebes. We do have him ancestral hauling over here in the city of Rakedet, and I don't know why he's actually choosing ancestral haul, because yes, he's gonna get some cities with some builders, but that's probably gonna be like 3 more builders or something. I would imagine having Audience Chamber here or Wall of Throne would be much more valuable. Anyway, we do need to take a look how this is going to develop. Horseback riding finishing up next turn. Classicer is going to give him the option to chop that pretty soon, and his allies are going to get feudalism for him to get the boost. We do have Dragos 2 turns away from feudalism, about to take over the city of Geneva, while he's getting his builders pre-built in all 3 cities. He's going to want to get these with all of the juicy bonuses of the feudalism +2 card. Could just raise it and put a city a tile closer that is blocking it. Yeah, Geneva is out of reach of the Mayan capital. Yes. But like we see a Toxic Brain here, he could just do that. What mods do these players use when playing? I notice the Gov tiles are slightly different than regular. The Gov titles. Oh, we're using better balanced mod. Actually, we're using better balanced game, better balanced start, better spectator mode, and the multiplayer helper. It's a suite of mods being developed in the competitive community for the competitive community. It changes the game significantly, so you can actually have a much closer approach to the game, less overwhelming bonuses on some civilizations, better bonuses on lower ones. You can actually check out the mods on CPL.gg. If you take a look at this website over there, we should actually have how to say them displayed. Okay, campus research projects coming up in 3 turns from Dragos. We might actually see Hypatia coming up soon. He's probably going to want to pick it, with Cleopatra picking the first one. We did have Zangheng the second one, and they still did not open up Hypatia. Mongolia is going to have first dibs on this one, which I'm pretty sure he's going to want to pass, and then Rome with Maya are going to come up next. I did also notice Yongle did manage to recruit Zankian. He's going to get the extra trade route capacity, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be quite happy about it. That's probably where that second trader came that we saw earlier. We do have him with Liang establishing in the city of Guangzhou, and I do see he's getting those builders shining here, getting a new wave of settlers also. While I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised he didn't actually go for a fast 7 cities here. Now we do have him also to the northwest of Noob, which is getting his amphitheaters going, and he's gonna have so many of these books before England can even get a stab at them. With the 8th grade writer points at 10, if he actually makes a 1 or 2 projects, he's actually gonna take all of them away from Eleanor. I do have to say it's very important to actually get the first books, even if they don't give you that many points. They are not as expensive as the later on books. Having to do projects increases the cost every time. I mean, you know, the production cost and the time you need to get. A free city gives a lot more tempo than building a settler, move it there, and then raise the population. Geneva doesn't really take away any city spot, does it? What was the range for Maya? It's 6 range for Maya, and no, it doesn't really take away space, but it's in the outside perimeter of webcam now getting the bonuses. If I remember correctly, they kind of slow down the debuff and they slow down the buff, right? If I remember correctly, you don't get that much of a penalty from establishing an empire outside of the borders, but it's still a penalty. Wow, icon and amenity. Are you sure it is icon amenity here? Yeah, I don't know, man. Other non-capital cities receive -10 and +10 to all leads. Wasn't this like 10 and 15 or something like this before? Did they change this? Yeah, plus 5% in the cases of the capital, 10% outside. Deleting a good city to place a city. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Anyway, Dragos over here doesn't look like he's actually going to follow up with an attack against Noob, while immediately Noob got one of his horses out. We do have him getting new settlers and, of course, recruiting the great writer Ovid so he can get some books going. We do have him also needing a few more units to the north. If Dragos is going to want to come down and pillage, he's going to come down and pillage. Looking at the city-state situation, we did have Vilnius with some money getting plugged in by Noob634, and I do see at the moment nobody's actually taking Kumasi. Noob634 did also take Anshan. Pericles is well known for trying to get as many city-states as possible, and yes, Tamar was actually an interesting option to try to counter it. They will try to counter it with Manuji here and Mr. Toes. I should say actually Mr. Toes, not Manuji, but I doubt that's actually going to be successful. It's by the time Mr. Toes gets his amphitheaters down and actually becomes relevant in that aspect of the game, it might be a bit too late, especially since as you can see he's choosing to go for Acropolises. That means his science is not going to be on point. He's going to need that Pingala Chiming, and he did choose to go for Moksha. I mean, there are so many things over here that are gonna put him behind in technology, I would say. Like on point with the culture, but he might not get what he wants unless he starts doing projects. Greece is definitely like 100% gonna take all of the writers. Like it's what he needs 26.7 turns to get the next writer, because it's 30 points, while Greece is making 9.2 great writer points a turn. Let's say in 4 turns Greece is acquiring a writer, which is actually 3.3. But English is just never gonna make those points if it doesn't make the projects. Okay, I'm catching up with that. Okay, we're done. Let's see what's going on here. Mongolia was out on a rampage here. What is he doing? TaskForceFish getting his encampments from the capital. He did build one that from Charlie, and by the looks of it, the first general will probably be on Rome. We do have Mongolia making 2.3, or wait, did he recruit one? No, but he did get Hypatia. He did actually get Hypatia away from his opponents. Very nice. Why fighting for the books when your ally can take the Greek cities and give you the books? Yeah, I mean, Rafifi has a very good point here. Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna take those cities, if Yongle over here is gonna want to get going, I do see Trynda is more interested in getting his sim up than actually doing any kind of warfare. I do see him getting his arena. He might actually want to chop Colosseum in the city of Gwangju, while we do have him getting a few new settlers moving to the west side here. He's gonna probably need to put a few new cities that are gonna be non-fresh. We do have him finishing up his markets and getting the economy bigger. He's on 22 gold a turn at the moment, and I was stuttering a little bit because, well, yeah, we don't have that much gold at the moment for COC. 22, 8, 12, and 8, while on the other side we got 23, 6, 15, and 38. I would believe at this point in the game is not that big of a problem, but if the game goes on, they're definitely gonna need to fix this situation. Looks like the city of Sparta can actually be hit by boats from England, but again, the science is gonna make it the play here. Unfortunately, he's not going to have enough science to get to cartography, to get to technology that actually matters here. We do have also Noob634 with the ability to chop quite a few tiles here in Mycenae and Sparta. He could just chop out his own boats if he wanted to. We're going to need to see what kind of technology he's going to go for. Trynda is going for boats here, and yes, he does have Xi'an. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. He's not going to go harbors. He did put a commercial. Doesn't make sense to go for something else. Gaul got his 5 cities, 2, 4, 5 cities. He did also, of course, discover what's happening to the northwest side with Pantanal, and I do see a new wave of settlers from Durecorton and Duatuca. Looking at what's going on here, we do have space on 75 production, while on the other side Rage is on 100. The difference looks like it's quite big, and yes, Rage has about the same stats with a bit of an advantage when it comes to the culture. The production will allow him to actually make an army on the left and make an army on the right. On the right side, it looks like these Mariano chariot archers from Manuji are actually starting to hurt his legions, and yes, he's going to need to chop more legions here pretty soon. He does have a promotion on that one, and I do see he's trying to get an industrial zone instead of more units, which is actually unsettling me. We do have a wave of builders with probably feudalism bonuses on each of these that are going to give him those possibilities to chop and get bigger armies going. General did get recruited in the city of Antium. He's probably going to move it towards Setia so he can get a bit more strength on that lonely legion. Now we do have also to take a look at what's going on here. Okay, nothing much, nothing much. Geneva's units are now moving. Dragos is more interested in again settling more cities. He has 3 more cities to settle, a 4th one coming up soon. He's gonna be on 9 cities pretty soon, and I do see him getting his economy also higher and higher. 40 science and 55 culture. That's pretty good, especially next to Noob 64, 27 and 64. I do have to say Noob 64 is he's a little bit behind in cities, but he's definitely doing what he needs to be doing, and that's getting away of all of those books on his side. England just got a 3.4 points a turn, but he still did not manage to make enough points to recruit a writer, while Greece did get the 2nd one over here. And yeah, they're going through these very, very quickly here. 10.3 great writer points at 10. Every 3 turns, he's taking a writer. Colosseum did get put down by Trynda, and we do have Liang in that city center. I would imagine he's going to want to chop it, and I do not see a builder yet in that city center. He didn't go for something like a monumentality, of course, no face generation here, so it's he's either going to need to buy that or build that in that city center. Wait, did he get feudalism? I don't think he got feudalism yet. Recorded history, civil service. Did he actually? No. Anyway. When Keshek factory? That's a very good question. I was taking a look what's going on here, but it looks like the moment TaskForceFish is going to slow down a bit. He did put that city delta to the north, and I'm pretty sure he can take a CAD whenever he pleases. I'm also certain he's trying to take into account that he could get a city pretty close to Divodurum on this side of the river, on the May style, and have some defensive capability using the one-tile choke between those lakes. I'm also certain Yerevan could be a target for him, so we're going to need to see how he's going to try to approach this game. He has machinery in 2, civil service in 3, and a wave of builders are coming out from his cities with, of course, the feudalism bonus on them. I would imagine he's going to try to chop some units out, and he's going to try to improve as fast as possible those orders in the encampments, so he can get the bonuses for each unit that's getting out. As you can see, he did actually build 2 of them, and we're probably going to see a 3rd one coming up in Bravo. One, yes, in the city of Delta, he has so many chops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 chops, 15, 16 chops actually in the 3rd ring here from the city of Delta. I didn't even take into account chopping the bananas, man. I didn't even take that into account. Is anyone on HOH contesting Colosseum? Yeah, not that I've seen. Like, I guess we could have seen Mr. Toast try to go for it, but his land is just not good for it. Ptolmeic? No chance. I mean, he already had a slow start. I don't think he wants to make it slower with the Colosseum or try. We've seen even Rome civilizations derail themselves because they did try to get Colosseum on like 4 cities. That's not going to work. We do have him getting in camp training projects, and looking at this, somebody is going to remain without general here. We do have Rome with 1. Looks like an admiral here for England. Did Gaul got 1 as well? Okay. And Mongolia needs 1, right? Mongolia 4.6 points at 10. He's 2 turns away from finishing, and he doesn't have a project working. We do have Egypt actually 1 point out. Wait, 1 point out? I mean, they're gonna get it, right? Nobody else is gonna get it. Yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. They're gonna both get it. It's fine. I guess Maya and Egypt and Greece over here, Pericles is are not gonna benefit from this. We do have the boats of Eleanor actually getting next to the cities of Sparta, and as you can see, Noob 64 is gonna give the information to Dragos that there aren't that many units here in the Greek defense. He might just come down with a few horses and try to rip the benefits of the Greek lands. Well, we're going to need to see him feast on the sugar tiles and get some Acropolis culture points, while I do see Noob 64 is still busy getting these builders out and about. We do have him getting some harbors for the extra economy in Mycenae, and setting up those trade routes with his ally here on the west side. A wave of campuses coming out from the cities of China. I do also notice he still did not get that extra builder here in the city of Gwangju. We do have Trynda at the moment on 19 science and 29 culture. Total tab is quite low, but with the expansion of his campuses, and you can see he's actually getting quite a low production on each of these, as in very few turns for each of these. He kept his science and culture low, and that actually means the cost of these districts is going to be lower. Descra, bună seara, domnule. This doesn't look so good for our boys. Yeah, I gotta say Descra, but Dragos is actually keeping this on point over here. He might do some moves. We might see Dragos doing some moves. He might get to rattle a little bit Pericles here in the southwest, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be well defended from an attack from Mongolia. I mean, it's quite it wouldn't be the first time. I do want to get this disclaimer out of the way before anybody gets an idea. It wouldn't be the first one, and first time that happens, that the fish is actually gonna try to go all the way around the map to get to somebody. But in this situation, I don't think he's gonna consider it as a viable move to go against Maya. Just that's my disclaimer. Okay, we do have to take a look at his libraries here. TaskForceFish gonna get his jobs going, and I do notice no war units coming up from him. And we do have him right now with 73 science and 49 culture, while space is only on 38 and 32. We do have him with a negative economy, but a little bit more production than the fish. Not enough as rage though. We do need to see if space is gonna make a comeback here with the extra settlers he's going. That might be a reason for why he was a little bit lower on, or I should say slower on getting the science. Of course, the fact that TaskForceFish has a lot of adjacency towards these campuses and can double those points quite quickly with the card does make him quite happy here. We do have to see what he's gonna use his chops on, and we do have to see where is he gonna settle new cities. Of course, I was saying he definitely can settle to the north. We do need to see if that's gonna be an option for him, getting those settlers so far away from his capital to create a highway to attack into ambiotics, into space. Don't worry if there's anyone within 50 tons of Dragos, he's paranoid about it. A surprise attack doesn't work against him. I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I don't understand why he did not try to poke a little bit Noob634. Like, you know, like force him to get out of his way. Because Noob634 here, look at him. He's just simmy, man. He has like 2 archers, he has a horse style, and he's not doing anything.
Mr. Dean Seamus has joined the round table.
Mr. Dean Shameless, thank you so much. Shames, actually. Thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. We do have some markets also getting out from the Pericles series, and yes, that's going to increase his economic output and going to give him the option to actually get his traders going, and that's how he's going to get to increase his economic output. We do have him with Reina already established in Mycenae, and when they're going to start to get those traders going, yeah, Reina is just going to add more points to them. Looking at the city state screen, we do have Venus Noob634, and TaskForceFish is going to take Yerevan. Interesting choice for Yerevan. We do have Noob also on Anshan, and Manuji is gonna keep Lahore. What's going on here? It looks like Rage is actually not taking seriously what Manuji can do against him with his Marionette Chariot Archers. That's a 66 strength legion, and the Marionette Chariot Archers are gonna need to fend off attacks from crossbows from that city center. And of course, the extra science and the culture that Rage has been benefiting from for some time now is showing up in the technology of his units. Rage still has a lot of these moves to do here. A lot of these cities to settle in the north and in the south. I got deconcentrated for a second there about something else. We got some baths coming out from Rage, setting up that industrial zone placement here. As you can see, another bath coming up in the north from Ravenna, in the west of Ravenna, and I do see Antium is getting chopped with the feudalism builders that he's getting. He's managing to clean the territory and improve it very, very quickly, and we're gonna need to see if space is gonna do the same, because it does seem like his timing is a little bit off here. Rage did manage to get to 40 science, which is getting matched by ambiotics. It's a bit of a problem how he's going to expand. With the new campuses, with the new cities, with the new population count, it should be good. Trynda, 31 science with 37 culture. We are expecting him to go very tall this game to benefit from those extra points from the production, the extra culture and the science. We do need to see how is he going to try to benefit from it. Campuses from Chengdu, Colosseum in 5 turns in Guangzhou, which is going to give him points to 1, 2, 3, 4 cities, and probably a 5th one here and a 4th one here. Like one, I would see a city here and a city here. This one is a bit too far away. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it's too far away. It's 7 tiles. It is what it is. Also, wait, Temenangi on Noob? Yes. Why is Cleo so irrel? Okay, check this out. You know what happened, Deskra? Check this out. First settler, he started moving to the west, And guess what he did not do? He did not get an escort. And then a very wild Roman scout came out of the forest over here on the cattle tile and said, "Peekaboo!" The settler scrambled. He started running, dashing to the city of Rakedet over there, trying to send the scouts in front of him, and send his dog, send his family, his cat, his everything in front of him to try to make that city of Rakedet give him an escort. He actually got a scout moving from that city center, and then Rome came knocking. He started pounding on the scout, took it down to very, very low HP.
Rodan has joined the round table.
JK Roden, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Yeah, and then yes, the city of thieves has been settled with that settler that should have been over here instead of Aketatan that never actually got to be put down. Yeah, it is what it is. Now I do see he's kind of railing into this, and I do have to mention that will hurt Rome quite a bit, but it's hurting him more than it is hurting Rome. We do have Rome being pushed by space from the west side, where he's he's gonna need to fend off those crossbows counterattacks, while we do have rage with enough units to escort that settler popping off from Ravenna. We also need to take a look at the era score, because we're starting to tick down the clock until the next era, and we do have 5 more turns until then. Looks like in the yields tab we got Dragos on 72 science, 65 culture. He does have 131 production with 9 more points to get the golden age. A bit unfortunate though. We do have him putting down an encampment, 2 encampments, getting his commercials. He's gonna want to do something about Noob here, something about Noob. We do have Manuji with 45 science and 45 points out of 52. He is on warpath against his opponent, and Manuji might actually want to get some mana times in 3 turns to upgrade this new wave of units with the mana times technology, which again is not going to be that easy to work with against Syria. We do have Mr. Toes also with Space with 90 production. Wow. 90 production on Gaul. He's second to last in production in the game. He wasn't even at war. Oh wow. I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, looks like there is a war raging over here. The crossbow did get out of the way of these Marian chariot archers and promoted itself, while Rage is gonna start to get one at a time. These Marian chariot archers. He's using his crossbow in the capital, doing massive amounts of damage against the swordsman, and of course the other units that Manuji is putting forward. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna need a few more units here, at least 1 unit to hold that tile to the north. We do have Trynda with 38 science and 42 culture, 108 production at the moment, 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, while he's getting new cities out, and his Colosseum he is managing to get 66 points out of 68. 2 more points for the golden age, that's Colosseum, and that's fine. Mr. Toes 43 out of 49, very far away from a golden age. This is a problem. 7 cities with 36 population. He's getting his campus out. This is gonna be a +2. He got his +3 already. Okay, he's getting a religion here in Sheffield. That's going to boost him with enough points probably to get the golden age. It's fine. We do have a TaskForceFish 5 points away from getting his golden age on 5 cities. He's getting his K-Shakes out, and I do see he's starting to position them a little bit wildly, like 1 to the north, 1 to the east. It is what it is. Of course, Mongolia can actually move his settlers much faster with the speed of the K-Shakes if he does escort them, so I'm pretty sure he's going to want to get a new wave of settlers with some escorts here. Now we do have also Rage with 56 and 59, 3 points out from getting his golden age, getting pushed by his opponents from the left and the right. He's not actually even phased from moving his settler here in the south. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Getting the production capabilities up with new industrial zones and aqueducts, baths, hitting those industrial zones and giving the adjacency. He has a very excited volcano in the capital city of Rome, giving him the bonuses of production and food in that also. We do have also Noob over the necessary threshold. That's actually the first one in that we see over the necessary threshold to get the golden age. He did settle Pharsalos to the east, and I would imagine he's going to want to get this city on the west side. I'm actually a bit surprised he didn't settle it before. The one in the water here to the west of the Chinese scout, so he can get that pyramids booming. Like 6 builder charges on each builder does seem OP. Strong scouting report. Wait, because Dragos doesn't poke before labs? Oh, wow. He doesn't poke before labs? What is he gonna do if he doesn't poke? Is he prodding? Oh well, it is what it is. How did the numbers change? Okay, TaskForceFish 1 point out, Rage 3 points out. We do have Trynda managing to get it. Mr. Toes is getting it. Space still needs 5 points, and we do have Manuji on 3. And it looks like Dragos is gonna get it anyway. He is getting his intelligence agency in the city of Webcam now, and of course, about everybody is starting to get to their monarchy civic, so they can go into monarchy. Divine right civic, they can go into monarchy. We do have a religion in Birmingham and Sheffield. That's actually the first religion of the game, with Zen meditation and stewardship for the extra 2 science on the campuses and extra 2 gold on the commercials. We do have him getting the traders going, and of course building up his economy on 25 gold a turn here. Mr. Toast doesn't seem to have a booming economy. He did try to poke a little bit the cities of Greece in the south, but of course his galleys were not even close enough to pillage or ransack the city. They needed to retreat because they were just giving free promotions to these archers of Greece. Now we do have the production capabilities of Dragos actually managing to be the first one in the game. Rage is 148, we got Noob 64 122, while Trynda is 113, 111 actually. On the other side, Mr. Toes 108, Space is on 106, while Manuji is still lagging behind with 76. Now, I'm more surprised about Ambiorix than I am about Cleopatra, though. I find it totally understandable that Cleopatra is behind with all of the grief that he had to withstand during the game. I don't know what happened to Space, though. What is it? Gaul here. I don't know what happened to Space. Anyway, we do have him with Oracle in 2 turns. That seems that's going to be a wonder that Greece is not going to be interested in, because I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he got it. We do have also Foreign Ministry showing up in 3 turns on Noob 64 cities, while we are 2 turns away from getting into the Golden Age, into the next era. Pyramids are getting built by Rome. Where did you see that? Ooh, Achillea. He just settled that and he's getting pyramids in there. Very nice. He might even try to get this horse to poke a little bit space over here. You know, get the pillages on the campus. Why not? Okay, they're still moving to the south. Where is this one going? Here. Mediolano did get settled. +3 campus showing up soon. Theater Square in the capital city, and I do see Syria is getting a wave of units here. No, just repositioning, getting those crossbows out of the city and putting the horses, which are going to be much stronger, going to make it painful for Manuji to push through. And of course, I do have to say the next wave of Manuji's units is going to be much stronger. We do need to see Rage get stronger units of his own. Not only courses for the upgrades of these horses, but I'm pretty sure something stronger like legions in the front line. The encampment over here in the south of Syria has finished, and yes, he's going to get the barracks there. He's probably going to want to get some walls too, and with the crossbows inside of his city centers and encampment, he's dealing damage against Egypt without taking damage on return. TaskForceFish getting his printing and medieval fairs in 1. I do see him positioning the Keshex in the city of Delta, while he does have also Abu al-Qasim al-Zahrawi with that military, also a general track for them. He's starting to upgrade those plantations on his territory and getting a new wave of builders, also putting down some industrial zones. I'm actually curious, did he put that industrial zone here, a +3 over the okay, it is what it is. I'm a bit surprised about the city count here. We only have him on 5 cities, and yes, he has good stats, don't get me wrong, like 90 science and 51 culture. It looks like he's trying to hit the timing, but he's going well past over the Keshek timing here. So I would imagine, okay, what's going on? What is he gonna want to do? He definitely needs to get a lot more cities. The land is just not helping him out at all. Yeah, way too little settled spots here. Like, to be honest, the only good settled spots he has with freshwater and so on are exactly against his opponent. So I'm very surprised he's not taking on a CAD and settling another 2 cities towards Gaul here. But I guess that's the plan. It's just we see it in slow motion. Yes, he's killing a cat. Yes. Do we have anything here? Oh, Dragos actually finally moved his horse towards the southwest. I do not see him actually getting some heavy chariots or something that would help him build an army later on. Of course, he's focused on getting as much science as possible. He's basically trying to carry his team here. And I gotta say, he's on 95 science and 83 culture with the best production in the game. Or did he get dethroned? No, he's still the best production in the game. 163. I mean, who would have thought that Lady 6 guy is gonna be so productive in the game with Rome, with Yongle, with Gaul, with Cleopatra, with Eleanor. Like, who would have thought that? Anyway, it is what is happening right now. We do have Space also managing to get 113. Is he still managing to do just as much as TaskForceFish, which is on the other side, and he does have more than double the science points and more culture. I'm very worried about Ambiorix's ability to actually withstand the next part of the game, especially when his opponents are actually gonna get the next upgrades, and he's not gonna have the science to do so. These K-Shakes are gonna come knocking down, and I'm pretty sure Space is gonna try to get some pikemen for them. That means deploying an army to the southwest as well as the east side, and that is not ideal at all. Good thing is he does have quite a few more chops available, and yes, he could actually chop out an army, even though I seriously doubt that he's gonna prioritize chopping out the army over everything else that he needs to catch up on. Swordsman and chariot archers pushing into crossbows just feels bad. Yes. Yeah, that does feel quite bad. What is this happening? I do have to say, Dragos is leading into the gold pattern from his team as well. While we do have Trynda on 112 gold, the Noob 64 is on 105, and we're just rolling into the next era at the moment with the golden ages getting revealed in just a few seconds. Who's gonna get the golden? Everybody? Everybody got a golden. Woohoo! We got a golden. Yay. Okay, so they're gonna need to pick up the points for the next wave, for the next era, and we're gonna need to see if it's gonna be Pembrush and Voice, if it's gonna be Monumentality, if it's gonna be Free Inquiry, or Exodus of Evangelist is probably not going to be picked, just saying, but it's still there as a fourth option. We do also see Space over here is just upgrading some more of his styles, and not really caring about that Noob scout in the south that actually lost its movement. We do have him getting a few new horses on the east side, and yes, Intelligence Agency is going to finish next turn. Cat is going to be taken out. We're also going to have the World Congress in a minute and a half, and we're going to take a 2-minute pause to let them finish the Congress. We got universities and more science being gathered over here on Dragos, with only TaskForceFish actually on 92 science. It's his next door neighbor, and I gotta say Dragos over here is managing to keep up quite a bit. I'm still very concerned about TaskForceFish's city count, and yes, a cat is gonna be an extra city, and yes, he is getting all of his K-Shakes out towards the north. We're going to need to see him getting some knights or stronger units to actually push through, or not only strong, but he needs fast units to cover the territory much faster towards his opponent here. We do have the fish going for military engineering and guilds, while Space is going to get his castles. He's also going to get mercenaries next, and allowing him to upgrade some more of these horses into stronger units, matching the technology that Rage has, the Corsair technology. We got a wave of men-at-arms coming out from the cities of Manuji. He has 2, 4, 6, 8 of these men-at-arms, a possible 9 coming out. And yes, he's probably going to get the opportunity to upgrade some crossbows in 2 turns. He is calling back the Marion Chariot Archers and his archers to upgrade. And we do have him with Divine Right building 3 turns. And yes, we're going to come back to seeing what is he going to do, because Rage does have a pretty good defensible position over here in the city of Setia. We do have Foreign Ministry also getting pumped out of the city of Rome in 4 turns, and we're just about to enter that World Congress, so we're gonna have a pause of 2 minutes. Just voting down everything here. Actually, faith, right? Nobody's picking faith. Digital, oh, that fascism, yeah, okay. So 2 minutes as a pause, and we're coming back, guys. Okay, and we're back. Vasashange, good abend, sir. Can you show CS control, please? Yes. So Noob 64 on Kumasi, and I did see him on Vilnius as well. He did get that city from the beginning. We do have Manuji on Akkad, Manuji also on Lahore. Noob 64 is gonna keep Anshan, and it doesn't seem like they're contesting him that much in these cities to try to take them away from him. Of course, he's starting to make the most science in the most culture in the game. Already 150 culture with 68 science. He's managing to overcome his weaknesses as Pericles. We do have him with quite a few campuses being built here. And we're going to need to see how he's going to try to get the next cities going. He's only on 246 at the moment, which I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get to 7 and 8. We do have Dragos with a pen brush and voice golden age, 112 science, 90 culture with 119 gold. Manuji is 34 science with 39 culture, trying to put off an attack against Rome, which is just getting bigger next to him, and it does look like Manuji is going to try to take off some cities here, take away some cities from Rome. Is he going to succeed? I doubt it, actually. Rage is trying to get to his own printing, he's trying to get medieval fairs, and I'm pretty sure he has the production capability to reinforce that front line. He's already doubled the amount of production that Manuji has. We do have space also, 43 science with 46 culture on the left side of Rome. Looks like just Rage's presence herald two opponents. It's basically like Rage is a walking, talking Varu. You know? He just slowed down his opponents here so much. We do have Mr. Toes also with 100 science and 51 culture. He chose to go for a free inquiry golden age, drop significantly in the culture. Could not get those writers. I don't think he got the writers. Let me actually take a look. He got one writer, Valmiki. Okay, and we got 1 on Greece, 2 on Greece, 3 on Greece, 4 on Greece, 4 writers for 1. I think Greece is ahead. You do have on the other side Trynda with a pen brush and voice gold, and 57 science with 69 culture. He does have the most gold out of his teammates, 136 and 150 production. Got Temple of Artemis, Colosseum, and Hanging Gardens. While he is starting up on his amenity count, we do have him putting down a few of these parks so he can get the extra amenity from them. Also, chopping out more settlers. We do have a Diplo quarter in 5 turns from the western side. I'd also notice he's going to get the religion here in the city of Xi'an. I'm very curious what is he going to try to get. Any, how to say, any speculation, any thoughts on what kind of religion he's going to get here? Also, Kyber. Didn't I say hello? I don't think I said hello. Hello there, sir. Hi, Tower. Good evening, sir, and welcome. We do have to take a look at TaskForceFish with pen brush and voice golden. She's still on 5 cities, flexing his military muscle against Akkad. He's also gonna put the fear of God, the fear of Mongolia, Genghis Khan in the hearts of Dragos and the space. As you can see, he's just building Kesheks here and moving them to the north. He's also getting a printing and a spy. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to do as much damage as possible against space when he gets there. Now we do need to take a look at the the next one, right? Rage. Pen brush and voice golden age, 84 science, 84 culture. We do have him getting pushed by his opponent. He already sees the first many times coming for him, and I do have to say he's probably aware of the military strength of Manuji, which is double the military strength that space benefits from. So I'm pretty sure he needs to deploy a few more units to the east side, while of course he's getting upgrades in his forces, 4 courses. He's going to need to deploy more over here. At least probably like 2 more horses and 2 more crossbows need to be deployed. We do have also Noob 64 with 79 science and 182 culture. Pen brush and voice golden age in the second one. Still on 6 cities while he's getting his traders out. He's gonna get to get that gold, and that will totally fix their situation in the game here. We do have actually on both teams 2 gold generators with 2 gold gobblers. We do have TaskForceFish and Rage not making gold on COC, Manuji and Space not making gold on HOH. Yes, I'm just finishing that, and I'm taking a look at the Congress, Kyber. Let's actually take a look. Hold your horses, sir. Hold your horses. We're getting there. Gold minus 50% of the cost until the next World Congress. We do have Monarchy gaining a wildcard policy slot, and it looks like Mr. Toes is gonna get his Diplo victory point. Greek, after a slow start denying Egypt, is now helping all around the team with money and culture. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And let's take a look. One of the things over here on the Noob, he's not going to get a lot of tourism, but he is on 24 at the moment. Definitely not a lot of tourism. He's starting to get the artists. He's starting to get, of course, more of these books. And we do need to see him helping out his allies here with the books. Just he's definitely going to have more books than he has slots in. So I'm pretty sure he's just going to trade them away to his allies. Now we do have a lot more production coming up on COC side with 170, 126, 219 and 150, while on the other side we don't have anybody pushing that to 200 number. It's only Dragos with 199, 1 point short from hitting that 200 mark, while Space is on 142. We do have Mr. Toes on 155, Manuji is 79. Woo, there we go, Dragos just hit it. 203. He got it. He got the 200 mark. Still not, I mean, I guess he's close to Rage, but Rage wasn't really free simming, wasn't he? Was he? I mean, Veritre has been put down here. Rage actually gets more cities. He's around on 10, while Space remained on 7, and then Manuji next to him is on 5. And we're gonna have naval war. Do you think we're gonna have naval war? Are we? Over here? Do you think he's actually going to go for... Oh my god. Is he going cartography? No. Mr. Toast is going castles and mercenaries. What are you thinking about the naval war? Are you talking about... No. I mean, yes, he could get harbors out, but I don't think that's going to happen. We do see Greece is getting a scout here, but I'm pretty sure they already knew about how the territory looked like. It's like no extra information that might change the strategies that they're getting. Pyramids has also been finished in Rage's territory, benefiting from an extra builder charge on each of his builders. Puts his builders with the feudalism card at a total of 6 charges when they get out. He could get easy 7 with Liang. We're gonna have a name. Okay, I was just hoping we get some action. Yeah, we're getting some action. So first of all, it's the Menatimes pushing into Rage's territory here. We got the Keshex of TaskForceFish actually bullying a cat and moving forward. Looks like he's gonna move forward towards the Hulches of Maya. That's one Hulche that is being sent very far away on the east side. And as you can see, he's actually gonna need to build an army here to the east of his territory. If those Mongolian Keshex are just gonna wrap around and try to go towards Gaul, Gaul doesn't have anything other than a single archer in the city of Samarobriva. Is he actually gonna get the city of Akkad in the meantime? Why is he not getting? I guess Fish is just my next armies will get that city. It's fine, it's over. It's over. I got this in the bag. Let's just see what my opponent has in his own city. So 5 turns to get pikemen over here. That's a long time. Getting that to intelligence agency finished in the city of Webcam now. I'm waiting to see also where the spies of Mongolia are gonna go. Here he did build one in the city of Alpha, and I'm expecting... Oh, there we go. We got one in the city of Noviodunum. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get one in the cities of Maya, and they need to be handled because Gaul over here is gonna take way too much damage. +6 intel from the Keshex. Is that actually making the listening post? No, it's gaining sources. It's not even giving him the extra diplo visibility from the spy. He's just having printing over space here. That's a +9 that he has on attack from this Keshex because of the Mongol horde and the extra diplo. Mongolia, Maya, Pericles, Yongle, Eleanor. Okay, wait. Have there been players with a free sim until now? Yes, there were. Maya should have built Zeus and Mongol Terracotta. Yes, Mongol Terracotta, I definitely agree with that. He didn't place his... Wait, I don't think you can build Terracotta on hills, can you? Wasn't that only on flat grassland or plains? That's it. That's what I remember. It's only flat, so his encampments unfortunately don't allow him to build it except here in the city of Charlie. He cannot get it in Alpha, all of these are hills, and he cannot get it in Bravo, all of these are hills. It's only here in Charlie. Maybe somebody else is gonna go for Terracotta. I don't know. We'll see. Encampment training projects coming up from Dragos. She's gonna want to get general for the right side, while Mongolia does have the first points here, the most points here. He's on 6 points per 10. Gaul is on 2. We do have Rome on 4. Egypt is on 3, while Maya is on 4. Greece is on 2. Maya is gonna probably need 2 projects if he actually gets. Yeah, there we go. He has 2 projects going, and he's gonna get that. We do have a wave of builders also improving the territory of Toes. He did start to expand quite along in the west side, while he's actually going to get cut off over here by China. You can see that armies are starting to get to see each other in between their territory. They're not really touching borders yet, but they're not that far away. It's going to happen at some point. Any clear winner advantage in that conflict? Looks like Egypt suffered. So I would say Egypt is it's having his last breath attack against Rome, and it's all about how much Rage respects Egypt's strength. If Rage doesn't respect this attack of Egypt, we might actually see Egypt break through the city of Sedia. He has so many units that he can just keep on throwing against Rage, and since no walls, no resupplies over here on those units, it's going to be quite tough for Rage to get this. I gotta say, we might actually see a maritime upgrade here, even though the Legion is doing quite well, and we do need to see how fast he's actually going to try to get to ballistics. Doesn't look like he's going fast on the siege tactics in 4 turns. Egypt lost it all. No Etemenanki, no reads, had to delay settles. Yes, and he stayed on 5 cities. He stayed on 5 cities. He's not getting any more. Like these are probably gonna be his stats for the. I don't know why he did this, by the way. I don't know why he did this. I mean, he probably saw Rome is too big. But yeah, I mean, again, Rome might make a mistake here. I doubt it, but he might make a mistake. It wouldn't be the first time that actually Rage died to a few attacks that he wasn't seeing in the forest. It is what it is. Walls in 1, actually. He's getting walls in 1. Who's a cat? A cat? Actually, Manuji is getting a cat bonus. Manuji has the melee and anti-cav units attack, do full damage to the city's walls. And guess what? TaskForceFish didn't take that city. Rome was blessed with 2 volcanic eruptions early and no lost population. Did he not lose population, or did he lose population? Because that actually is a bit surprising to me that he didn't lose population when he was like 1 tile out from that volcano. I think he lost it, but he didn't want to remap it. They didn't want to remap it. That's my feel on it. Because it kind of is on the players to ask for a remap if they have any population lost. No, he had a secretary in production or 2 pop, and it didn't go down to 1 from what I saw. Okay, interesting. I think we need to ask him. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna ask. I want to make sure of this, because that's quite important. You can imagine how much importance they actually put on these spawns if they did want to get the penalty, of course, of losing a population at the beginning. Yeah. We do have a cat here getting the ancient walls, and I do see TaskForceFish is keeping Abu in his territory. He still has quite a few chops that he could use to get armies out, and yes, he has builders ready for each of these chops. So we do see him improving most of his territory and finally getting another wave of settlers out. Tusa is gonna get wrapped around with a few settles. I'm still surprised he didn't go to the north and try to settle a city there, but now there is a Dragosian scout to the west of Yerevan. By the way, I just reminded myself, Dragos, Dragos's name, actually, the majority of the players in CPL are pronouncing his name with an S and not a sh. It is very funny. Dragos. Right? You guys are pronouncing it with an S, not an sh. Well, you don't even have a sh. We have a sh. I guess in English is what, SCH or something. Pretty sure he would have mentioned losing pop. Did he? I don't know. Yeah, I gave up on correcting that a long time ago. Yeah, there we go. That's what's happening. This yeah. I mean, it's hard, right? If I would say anybody that knows English is seeing an S, they're going to call it an S. If we see an S, we might see it, we might call it a sh. Well, there is no H behind the S. Yeah, exactly. There's no H behind the S. Yeah, it is what it is. And to be fair, a lot of the times in Romania, in Romanian translations and so on and so forth, we're kind of used to not using the little added helping signs on the words that help us identify like the difference between a T, a C or something, or a S or a sh or a sh, S or I don't sh anyway, and so on and so forth. Well, yeah. It is what it is. We do have Syria that will lose its walls because of the cat bonuses, and by the looks of it, Manuji might get to attack that city center directly in a few seconds here. We do have the Manhattan's getting ready also from the north of Syria, with the general being deployed to the south. I'm actually amazed he's not putting it a little bit northward. We do have the crossbows actually getting that legion, man. Yeah, that legion's going down. I think there's a bit of a disrespect over here from Rage. He did get greedy, he didn't respect space, and he didn't respect Manuji from both sides, and now he might pay the price with quite a few pillages. He needed a bigger army, and he's gonna need to get one quickly if he actually wants to have a chance of keeping his cities over here. Yes, we do have space coming from the west side trying to do damage against these cities and take away the improvements, and even in his face, oh my god, so much disrespect over here. Even in his face, he's even upgrading. Ave Machiavelli, they called diacritics. Yes, thank you. My name is not Romanian, and yes, this name is not Romanian, or maybe it's I still want to say it kind of seems like it's a desk Ra. It's like the god Ra, but desk, you know, the desk version of the god Ra, and he's the first, like, you know, the first god that's sitting at a desk. We gotcha, Deskra. There we go. So is it also Deskra? When is he unstacking? Well, I guess he here in Ravenna, I don't know, but he's not attacking at the moment. We did have a city-state being taken down, and it looks like finally a cat has been taken down, saving that Roman city. Of course, they did notice Manuji did have that city center, and getting the bonuses to attack the walls was a bit too strong here. I do see Rage is going to need to get his stirrups next turn and get the opportunity to upgrade his featurettes into those knights, making them much stronger and capable of dealing with the many times attacking into him right now. Victor is getting also established in Setia. I doubt that he's going to get a +3 on his units, but he is going to have a stronger garrison defense with a stronger wall there. We do have Red Fort Dome actually getting acquired by Mr. Toes from the lands of Dragos, while I do see for the ministries coming up from London. God of City, it was the Pantheon that Mr. Toes chose to get, and I'm actually a bit surprised he didn't go for something like Divine Spark here. We did have him with a need to catch up to Noob 64 and try to be competitive in that aspect of the game. In the Great People screen, it looks like he didn't go for it. England is going to get to recruit another writer. I do see he's starting to roll the points for the musicians with 4 points a turn. Greece is on 6. In the great scientist screen, we don't have yet Newton, but we're getting closer to him. I do see also in the engineer screen, Gaul 8 of these great engineer points. Rome did actually snatch away from him Imhotep, and I did notice Rome was building a foreign city here. There we go, in the city of Antium. He's gonna get it next turn, and that's gonna give him another card to use, making his empire much more flexible and much better overall. We do have him still needing to upgrade his units, and I'm pretty sure the fact that he needs to plug in the -50 card is going to take a bit of time until he actually gets these upgrades. A bit unfortunate that the Manatimes did not start shooting, but I guess that Manatime would have died if he did. Yeah, we do need to take a look at how this is gonna get defended, because Fish is getting into the city of Tikal, where that parking shot did just get upgraded. He's gonna get another one here, and I do see the Fishian Keshiks don't have enough strength to attack into Tikal anymore, but they will need to gather up the strength to attack into the parking shots. There is a very weak one over here in the marsh tiles. You can see, of course, he's still trying to attack the city of Tonina, which is much easier to go against. It's only 47 strength while he's deploying a few cases in the north. He's gonna slow down Dragos, which was the best for some time now. 233 production. We do have him on 147 science and 102 culture. Mr. Toes is starting to get more science, but he's in a free inquiry golden age, and will lose that science advantage when the next era pops in. There are some of the best, yes. COC is one of the best teams. Well, they are at the moment. They do have the last season of the CWC. They didn't win the last season of the CWC, so I would say they are the best. Yes, they are the best at the moment. I'm new to the competitive Civ scene of Civ. What level of players are we looking at? Pros. Well, okay, there was some debate about why would you call like the calling out of professional players or pro players, these players. Most of the time on the internet, I'm pretty sure when you're talking about pro players, you're talking about players that do have the highest skill in the game, or very, very high skill. They do play this more than others. They do acquire more knowledge than others, and so on and so forth. While technically pros is actually getting getting some income for your efforts over there, like you see the teams from Counter-Strike and so on, League of Legends, and I hope we're gonna get there. I really hope we're gonna get there. I don't know in how much time, but I really hope we're gonna get there. I also hope a lot of more of them are actually gonna start streaming. It's a very good way for the community to actually help you out. I'm happy to see best team play. Play 2. Yeah, when are they actually gonna play 2? Do you have some information on that, Vastaschlange? Because the last game they actually dodged. So yeah, I don't know about that. FKDN, hello there, sir, and good evening. I actually kind of felt back on that one because I was here with you guys on the stream and no game. And I was like, but why? Yeah, you'll see in the CWC probably earliest. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, we do have TaskForceFish getting those attacks against his opponent, of course, keeping Dragos on his toes. We do have parking shots coming out from Dragos' cities. While I gotta say, he didn't quite do anything in the south. We did have a caravel coming out from Mr. Toast to try to attack into Noob. Noob with his own caravel fleet is gonna keep him out of his territory here, and of course, will have the advantage of home territory. He will get to pop some heals while his opponent is not gonna get that opportunity. We do need to see if Sparta is gonna get some more. I'm pretty sure a trebuchet or a bombard here will do quite nicely to keep off any kind of English boat from his territory. Art museums in Knossos gonna need to acquire a lot more tourism if he actually wants to pressure on that sense, but of course he's doing very well pushing the defense sky high. There is no way anybody's gonna get culture victory with this amount of defense on Noob 64. As their players just they don't want to play quality. I have no idea exactly what happened there, FKDN. I have no idea. Maybe at some point we're gonna find out. I have no idea at the moment. I guess I don't know a lot of the interplayer drama that's happening around. I'm trying to focus as much as possible on the competitions, on the games. Yeah, not the other stuff, which I understand is juicy. I mean, it's juicy. Especially for the public over here. I'm pretty sure a lot of you, or some of you actually, will be interested to know. Oh, that's it. That thing and this thing, and then that thing happened, and oh my god, it exploded, and that guy didn't get to meet that other guy, and then he ran a red light, and oh my god, the moon was, and anyway, you get the point. Yeah. Anyway, let's actually take a look what's going on here with the city states. Did anybody contest Noob 64? No. So they took out a cat from Manuji. He's down a city state control here. We do have Kumasi getting contested. Okay, Kumasi is getting contested. Mr. Toes is dropping a lot of these envoys there. Noob 64 just got another one. So he's keeping the Sus, getting those bonuses for his nation. We do have him also keeping Anshan, and that's it. That's it. No, 3 cities. He has 3 cities. Vilnius, Kumasi, and Anshan. 2 culture ones and 1 science. That's a lot of points anyway. I don't actually see Fish losing units, but he's not taking units either. He did manage to do a few pillages, and as you can see, the package shots are starting to acquire quite a bit of damage on them. We do have him just spreading around the damage and forcing Maya to get more military, while Maya is on 150 science. He's definitely much higher than the Fishes. We do need to see how Trynda is going to want to affect the game here. He's going to have the opportunity to attack into Mr. Toast from the west side, and as you can see, he's not only starting to get up in the science, but he also has a more than healthy number of culture points that is going to allow him to try to make a run for fascism and overwhelm the Toes over here with just sheer firepower. We do need to see also if Pericles is going to want to get something bigger than just some books or artists here and get that tourism rolling. It's as I said at the beginning, Greece, especially Pericles, is very slow to get the tourism going. We do need to take a look at Cleopatra's attack. Looks like Rage not only did manage to get new units out and about, but he did manage to take out a few of the units of his opponent. The Maritime did not get the opportunity to attack into the city of Setia and take it down. With a knight inside of it, Victor deployed there. It does seem like this attack is over. We do not have actually Victor extra +3 here on these units, but it's just enough to keep this fortification health a little bit stronger there. We do have Durecortum, 6 turns to get the campus. I do see industrial zone in Achillea, and yes, he's putting down, he got that pyramid a lot earlier. Looks like there's no more attack from the Gaul into his next door neighbor, while Space is on 80 science and 44 culture. He's still struggling to keep the science number up as rage in the total tab. We do have rage with so much more science, 50% more science than space. That's a problem, and 50% more culture than space. Anyway, we do need to take a look at the yields tab here. The gold, it does seem like it's getting rolled in by COC and at the same time HOH. I was actually contacted by one of the players that we had a stream a few days ago, and he did tell me in the Boomer APM versus who did they play over the Tribu de la Fana, I believe, right? They were getting the gold, even though we didn't see that much gold pattern on them. They were getting the gold from the spies every time. Thandorios, good evening, sir, and welcome. Looks like a Google gone. Okay, Google. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. That's a tongue twister. Okay, what do we have here? More attacks, level 2 crossbows. 2 level 2 crossbows that are going to turn into field cannons. Rage is finally managing to get some more science on his cities. He's starting to finish those campuses and of course get the universities and the libraries in them. He did manage to finish up pushing up Gaul, and I'm pretty sure he's going to finish up Manuji. If these two actually irrel each other here, there are very slim chances that Dragos with Mr. Toast are going to make a comeback, especially with Trynda next to Mr. Toast that is going to overwhelm him with science at the moment. It does seem like we did have TaskForceFish keeping up the pressure on Dragos. Now he's gonna move north. Where's he going? Uh-oh. Ring the alarm, ring the alarm. We got Mongolian level 2 spy in the city of Space. Space is already quite behind because he actually put so much effort into the east side. He didn't have a lot of population. The food was just not helping him out here. And it seems like all of that army that went and got points from Maya, from attacking Maya, is not repositioning to the east side and going against Gaul. Also, Andrew Bates, hello there, sir. Anyone else getting an advert to me? Just trying to enjoy the game. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure. I do not control the adverts on like behind the scenes. Reign of War, thank you so much for the follow, sir.
Reign of War has joined the round table.
Oh, a goodie. Oh, okay. I don't know why I read that differently. Oh, I see why. Because the text I was reading was a much smaller font than I'm used to. And I totally didn't read that out correctly. I'm sorry, Thandorios. Goodie indeed. I don't know why I saw an extra D and an L over there. It is what it is. Arena for the extra amenities in Noob's territory. He is managing to get the fleet to push back Mr. Toast. He's going to start to get some frigates over here. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be fine. 109 science with 286 culture will probably have Armaras much faster than his opponent. And of course, fascism square rigging in 4 turns, while colonialism in 2. He's getting a wave of campuses with universities and libraries in his cities, so he can get the extra science points packed up here. Well, we do not have that much time until the next era, but still there are 9 more turns to go, and we're going to need to see how the war of the fish will actually go against space here, because it does seem like not only he's getting into his opponent's borders, but he's doing massive amounts of damage against any kind of unit. Even these pikemen will actually get seriously damaged by these Kesheks, especially the ones that did get leveled up over here. We do have like level 1s, level 2s on the way. Like, these are extremely dangerous. Like, we got a level 2 here with 69 damage with +6 intel against the Gaul. Does this spy work? Yeah, listening post. Yeah, he's getting the points in. And I think cities are gonna fall here. We have the Kesheks with still movement points. They can get some promotions also. Nobody built a terracotta army, did he? Did they? Statue of Zeus is here. Oracle is here. I don't see a terracotta. I don't think anybody built terracotta army. Like, to be honest. Forbidden City has been finished here. I don't see terracotta army next to this. There's another encampment here. No terracotta army here. And that's about it, right? Those are the two encampments of Rome. He doesn't have a third one. Is China gonna do? No, China is just focusing on his economy and stats. 160 culture, 160 science, it's fine. 210 intelligence agency. The city of Beijing, by the way, is so productive over here. 76 production. Very nice. Yeah. I think it was a very big mistake over here to Irel into Rome. But I can't say there was there were that many solutions to the problem. It is what it is. And now I understand why Rome actually went ancestral hole. Can you imagine how much safe he felt that he didn't go Warlord's Throne, he actually went ancestral hole between two opponents, Cleopatra and Gaul, and just settled in their face another like 6 cities while they stayed on 5. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we do have Cav Corps coming in here. They're gonna go and pillage the lands of Gaul, while of course Gaul is getting punished for not building an army on the west side. We do have the city of Noviodrum getting the help of a pikeman next turn, while of course he's getting all of these tanks from the course into that city center. I do have to say that's exactly where the spy of Mongolia is, and if he doesn't actually get to move it quickly into another city, he's gonna lose the bonus for a few turns here. It's not really ideal to attack the exact city you have a spy in. I'm pretty sure TaskForceFish over here is a bit annoyed about this also, but it is the westernmost city, so it is what it is. Daniel Dingo calling out the CC in 10 turns. Chelny is taking that bet and saying 6 turns. What does chat think? YouTube, what do you think of this? Also, Twitch, what do you think of this? Good. Noviodunum being put under siege. If he doesn't take it this turn, the walls are gonna go up. We do have Dragos calling out the I9 APM over here. What do we have? Yeah, not much has happened, but he's probably taking a look at what Gaul is gonna do. Okay, is that enough damage? 4 hits, right? It should be enough damage. It should be enough damage. 1, 2, 3. No, the third one didn't go through. There we go. There we go. Noviodunum taken out and raised to the ground. New pieman taken down. An entire city got raised to the ground. While TaskForceFish is gonna start repositioning towards the city of Bibrax. That's exactly where Space is not getting an army. Oh my god, second attack wave coming in. Okay, yeah. Keshek Factory is no, there's a reason we call this Keshek Factory. The Ogul spy is going to need to be repositioned, redeployed, while we do have Rome actually walking in with his scavs into the territory of Gaul. It doesn't seem like he has an answer to this either. We do need to take a look how the follow-up is, but it looks like Egypt is not managing to do anything here. He's actually going to be pushed back by the Roman Cav Corps with 82 strength against his crossbows of 38 or his men at arms of 72. It does seem like Rome did manage to get to a technology that is very important here. Mr. To's gonna get industrialization, and he's gonna reveal himself. He got industrialization with extra production he's gonna have on each of his mines. We do have him 180 science with 100 culture. He's in a free inquiry golden age that he's not gonna benefit from in the next 7 turns, but he did manage to get to 250 production, which will probably go up to maybe 275, 280. We do have Trynda next to him already 313, and I do see he doesn't have industrialization yet. With gunpowder coming up from him, he's going to be a bit faster when it comes to getting to a technology that will allow him to attack into Mr. Toes here much more efficiently. We're also going to need to see the science output of Mr. Toes after he goes in the next era. Now we do have Rage with 143, Noob 64, 130 science and 313 culture. Looks like he's getting those quadrims to work for him, and Mr. Toes is at least gonna lose the city of Portsmouth here. I find it doubtful that his fleet is gonna leave a long term because he's not gonna get enough resources to deploy into the fleet instead of defending himself against Yongle. That's why I don't think. Can HOH still win? I fail to see where they have a decisive victory. A decisive advantage, actually, Hightower is mentioning. Yeah, he doesn't really, they don't really have a decisive victory. What is the war happening here, right? Okay, it looks like TaskForceFish is going to pressure Aduatuca a little bit. And yes, he is taking quite a bit of damage from his opponent, unfortunately. As you can see, Fish is still having the bulk of his army catching up to this. And yes, a lot of those Civ6 are not getting to train their shots on their opponents. Does he know about the northern city? Yeah, he does. He does know exactly how everything looks here. Oh, that courser might actually be captured. Like, Fish is gonna attack into it and then attack it with a Civ6 and bam! No, not that way. Not that way. Away. It is what it is. Anyway, promotions and stuff like that. Coursers, he needs to keep up the pressure here and send some more units. I do see him getting a wave of builders, but not new units. He's trying to see more behind all of this, and of course trying to get the settlers, the new settlers out. Looks like Maya did plug all of his tiles to the east, while he doesn't care about the southwest at all. Greece did acquire the first musician and of course pumped up the juices for the next one. The price is 535. It's a steep price to get the next musician. We do have food coming up in Chinese cities, neighborhoods. 15 pop city in the city of Beijing. We got Longxi over there with 9 pop, Xia 9 pop, and as you can see, working those projects is gonna give him some more. 208 science, 169 culture. He was one of the least science, least culture. Now he's the biggest one. He's still down behind the total science acquired, and of course the culture is actually quite fine. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get very quickly on the top spot there, especially since Rage and Noob 64 are not really gonna get that more higher in the science. Now we do have Mongolia still needing to reposition a few units. Is he gonna see the hit Summer Obriva? I don't think I can see the damage to the city center itself with the walls from this Civ6 to actually know if he's gonna do damage, good damage, but it's only a 48 defense track city, so I would imagine the Civ6 is just gonna get to pepper it down. But when I compare stats from Maya with Trynda, I see Trynda ahead in 1v1 comparison. He has an intact team with no player out, while HOH has 2 players really struggling, but I don't know how Maya scales throughout the game, so interested to see how it plays out. Usually one of the problems with Maya is the production. You get the stats, but you don't really get the production going. 293 production. Dragos is aware of this, and it does seem like he's getting on point. He did put down quite a few of these industrial zones, and as you can see, now we do have him with 99 gold. But if Mr. Toes next to him is gonna be poked, and he's gonna get poked from the right side, and he's gonna get poked from the south, doesn't seem like it's gonna be fun for him. Also, Yongle has a possibility to get harbor out from Longxi, and he can just buy a submarine and hit all of the cities of Maya. Just places it here and whee, go nukes. Kilvakizivani coming up next turn from the city of Palenque, and yes, I do see he's not making that much science as Yongle. That is just no. Anyway, I think TaskForceFish just figured out exactly where the weakness is. The next city, Bibrax, is going to be taken out. That's a Reina city with Pantanal bonuses, giving him a decent amount of culture, and he did get the era score already from it. Level 2 spy did get placed into Ratumakos, and I do see the units of Rome did actually retreat over here behind in his cities. He's probably going to want to get cuirassiers attacked with field cannons, and I would really hope he's going to get some artillery or at least some bombers to work for him, especially since Pace is having a very hard time to get more stats on the board. You can imagine it's just a matter of time until his opponents are going to get better science than him, better units than him. Gorguth, hello there, sir. Yongle was struggling with lodging to reach 10 population, but I guess now he's gonna pop off. Yes, he's gonna pop off. Also, Trynda makes more gold than enemies combined. Hightower is making a good point there. The fact that they do have this connection over here with Reina is allowing them to make so much more gold. So much more gold. We're gonna need to take a look who's actually gonna be in a golden age next time. We got 5 more turns until the next one, and it looks like only Mr. Toes is managing to acquire points to go normal. He's actually 9 out of 94 for a golden age here. He's still struggling to keep out the Greek units, and I do see, of course, with frigate fleets that are coming out from Noob 64, he's gonna get the opportunity to actually smash through the English caravels pretty quickly here. He deals quite a bit of damage. He's gonna also soon have fascism. He's right now on scorched earth, and I do see him getting that military tactics going. What is this wonder? Oh, Kilva. Never mind. That's not a Kilva anymore. That's not a Kilva anymore. Is what it is. Can we get new caravel? Oh, frigate. Okay. I was thinking if it's better to get a caravel or a frigate, but I guess Noob 64, it's fine. It's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Okay, let's see. New units taken out, new builders taken away from Gaul. Looks like the city of Bibrax is being put under siege, and of course the Keshiks are starting to poke the units that are trying to wrap around them. We do have Space moving all of his pikemen on the front line, and he is doing significant damage against the Keshiks. If he catches them, he can two-shot them. I guess the main issue is Fish gonna actually have enough units and enough bonuses to keep on moving and destroy this Gallic army. He's definitely gonna take Bibrax. That will happen. He did take the builder that was about to chop the walls, and he is gonna have enough units around that city center. Other than that, doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Like, we do have another 2, 4, 5 cities, and I gotta say Samar of Riva is quite far in the southwest, but not close enough to the TaskForceFish cities to place some loyalty pressure on it. If he would have actually gotten a few settlers in the north, maybe. I do see he's getting his military engineers to work and get those roads going, also create the bridges. He keeps on expanding towards the west side here, getting a bit closer to the south of Maya. Interesting position. We do have him with universities coming around from his cities, and yeah, we do have Dragos getting his own industrialization in one turn, and Trynda getting his industrialization in one turn. They're not that far apart when it comes to the production, but they're very far apart from everybody else in the game. Okay, Rome. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you saw it on I would say on my schedule on Discord. We do have 2 1v1s tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. There are very important games that are gonna need to be played there. It's an elimination tournament, so we do need to see who's gonna stay alive and get that title. Now we do have Rage versus Fierceos tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow, okay, and 1500 GMT is gonna be earlier, and Rome versus Trynda is gonna be at 1900 GMT on Tuesday. How much gold is in each trade route there in that small sea? I would love to know, but it doesn't actually give me all of the information. I can't look at the individual trade routes to see it. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, so 4 more turns until the next Congress, 3 more turns until the next era, and by the looks of it, we do need to see how England is going to deal with the attack on the west. I'm pretty sure Trynda can get to helicopters a lot faster than his opponent, especially since Mr. Toes went top 3. We do have Trynda with 300 science, while Mr. Toes is 200, and I do see, of course, the culture is double. 391 points of production after he did get his industrialization, getting Angkor Wat from the capital city of Beijing, so he can pop one more population in all of, get one more pop in all of his cities. That's gonna be helping him getting to that 10 pop level. And we got a GG. Mr. Toes and Manuji almost at the same time called it out, and they said we cannot take it anymore. COC wins the game against Holiday on Highlands. On this Highlands, actually, they let them play on their own Highlands, and they couldn't get that victory. A very nice gameplay coming out from the Fish, impacting his opponents over there on the left, on the right, in the north, everywhere he was there. He was trying to do the damage. We did have also some amazing pressure coming out from Rage against both of his opponents. Just his presence over there did slow them down. Like, just like I said, man, walking, talking Varu, man. Let's actually take a look at the in-game post-game chat. We're gonna need to take a look where they are gonna go because we actually have only one channel remaining. Wow, there's only one channel for post-game. I guess 3 games finished at the same time. Okay, I see Papa chilling in one, Mamaleto, then we do have the others. Okay, so I guess post-game 3, it is what it is. We're just gonna need to wait for them to get in here. Give me a second so I can open up the screen so you can see what I see. There we go. Let's finish the prediction also. Are they moving somewhere else maybe? Old Nutria, you forgot to put the prediction right now? Okay, W. Yeah. Looks like a change of circumstance had like 63 points anyway. Let me see. Yeah, GG. Oh. Let's see if they actually want to talk. You know, they might not want to talk. It is what it is. It's a Sunday evening anyway. I'm pretty sure quite a few of them are going to work tomorrow, so maybe they don't want to spend those extra minutes awake. Oh, there we go. GG, well played.
A nice game. Yongle very big.
Yeah, stayed little tiny at the beginning and then just made muscles, got juiced up.
Yeah, that's what Yongle does.
Yeah.
Now this get to 10 pop and yeah, it's just gonna be close to that.
I mean, that,
this makes a massive difference, I think.
Yeah.
that bullying of Manuji, man.
Yeah,
You must be so proud.
it was a little. I mean, it was. I don't know. He knew my scout was coming because he met it with the warrior, so he should have had an escort. But
Yeah.
like,
Manuji said he calculated and he was one turn off his calculations.
I guess the math was incorrect. No, he was two turns off actually. No, it was one turn. It was one.
Yeah. Rip.
Man,
Yeah, and then
having to go ballistics and pike and shot instead of face him
Mm-hmm.
feels so bad. Fucking Genghis, and also I had to go.
I mean, you did
Intel.
you did encampment like before industrial district, no? It was.
Yeah, I
Yes.
knew they were coming at one point, so I needed to get some points to get the 75-point generals for my pikeman at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The free sim fallacy.
Yeah. I mean, this map is just I don't know. I don't like it. There's just no Luxus, no nothing.
You
don't
say
know,
you
I'm
don't like
surprised,
it with
I'm fine
mean,
two
you have
times
power.
exploding volcano in our capital?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the 2-3 base from like turn. I 2-3 base working double 3-2 like turn 5 or something. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but you
H.
don't like the map. I see. How
I,
it is.
I look at your capital and you can't complain. Holy shit!
I don't know. I was thinking about going Liang, but then I would be like 3 pop because I would spam settlers. So I still went Magnus here, even without many chops. I think it's
Yeah.
correct, but I'm not sure.
I think you did the right thing looking back.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like,
I would have been baited to go to
I mean,
Liang.
it's like
and
what
then-
6
yeah.
prod and stopping them from erupting, but the amount of prod I get from Magnus is. I mean, I would have to do like a plus and expand and stuff, which would be fine, but
It's the population loss though, right? Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's just.
How did you have the time to do Forbidden without fighting 2 players as well?
Yes.
I mean,
I
And
was
take-
surprised too.
and
Yeah.
it was
Pyramids.
slightly like. What was it?
You took pyramids in the north, man.
I mean,
The attack, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really under threat, like, because the Gaul can never really do kill walls, and I just one turn walls. It was Gold Congress. I could just buy. I bought like what 3 knights maybe, something like that. And then I just chop. I had chop set up as well, so I could just chop walls, chop some units, and then I was fine.
And then
Yeah, I
Fish totally didn't kill a cat, and you were about to lose city.
It was fine.
That's
It was fine. I looked over. It was fine. I was farming promos.
Also,
Yeah.
having to go Intel instead of foreign, just to counter the Mongolian Intel.
Yeah, Mongolia is So
I
annoying
think
to
you
play
should
against.
stop spy at the green cards and go for ministry. It's like the same speed your spy.
No, I had 2 level 2 spies
Ah, okay.
really early because of the I did Victor Capital.
Did you guys have naval traders or not?
No.
Yes,
Me
you
and
do.
Wait, did we? Oh,
Yeah,
Yongle and
they
Pericles.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Me
a
and
lot
Noob.
of, we have a lot of gold. I mean,
We
there's
have like
double rain in there as well. Like the Rhinos looks
yeah,
really, really
and
big.
like
We thought
the
we had naval traders, so we didn't remap it. It was like Pepega cut off. So we were
Oh,
sending-
between Maya and
yeah, we
Eleanor.
didn't scout that good.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I feel bad for space because there was one turn where I took his builder, his 2 charge builder, and pillaged
Yeah,
the trader.
That was one
Like really
disgusting
early.
time.
That was tough.
I mean,
I
that
like
one scout took 2 builders and pillaged a trader, like, and it got out.
And then
Yeah.
I wanted to last move the shit, and you moved out, and the first move my other builder. That was so much
Yeah,
pain, dude.
I felt so bad. If it makes you feel any better, I felt really bad about it.
We were laughing. I thought it was great. I think it was really funny.
It's just it felt so illegal.
It's the only thing I have a bit of last moves, and then that doesn't even work. Like, disaster.
Yeah. I mean, you have to set up shift enter in the builder there. Like, you have to expect him to try and take it, I guess. But
It was only 1 charge though.
yeah,
the second one.
Still, it's the mental of losing
Yeah.
with the builders.
Yeah, it
so
was too
bad.
quick. Like, I have like 1
Yeah.
second of last move, and I just realized it moved out, and I couldn't set up shift enters anymore. Also,
I
yeah,
don't-
I have to change the shift enters like long time ago. No, if I shift enter with prot on 1 turn or something, I get giga fucked.
Yep.
Noob, if I don't declare on Geneva for the builder to get scared, do you take it? Where you shift entering the builder?
It wasn't there regardless. I think you should wait, no? I mean, yes, I would, but I also wouldn't be that fast, you know?
I don't know. I don't play with you often, so I don't know if you have first moves on me or not. So I was a bit scared.
I don't know. Stuff like that is like minimal, no? Like the builder wasn't even there. Like it wasn't guaranteed.
It was next to my warrior in your scout.
yeah, but moved
But
out, no? Like
It
Yeah,
moved.
'cause
It moved.
It
You
moved 'cause
declared the turn before.
Yeah.
No, I feel
Did
like if you try that stuff, just try it like the same turn.
did you try
Or
for
do you feel like it's a
guns,
good deny?
first?
I don't know.
No, I got it in the end. Like I declared sometime later and still got it because it was all jungle and the city didn't chop anything. Still
Do
okay.
we have hanging guns on Yongle? I didn't even check.
Yeah. Did you not try for hanging guns on my? I thought like I didn't expect to get it, but I built it like turn 33 or something. Do you not
No, I
like
didn't.
rush it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it still worked out fine without it.
I
I
think
guess,
it's more
yeah.
about Yongle getting it, no? Because that's
I thought Maya always rushes it, to be honest. Like, I don't know, especially on this map, you can't do that many farms, usually.
I
2000.
had like a 30 and a 32 farm next to my campuses and
Yeah,
one
okay.
in each of my expands, so I didn't.
Mhm. Okay,
Well-
okay, I see, yeah. But yeah, it's also a good deny, I guess, yeah, that's true.
You could have given us a shot and not coming with like the sweaty players. Because,
Also, where the fuck is Sandro, man?
Yeah.
Sandro is sleeping or what?
He was
I
so
know.
excited about the game. He was
Yeah.
shit talking us so much, and then he just not shows up. I don't know. Unlucky.
and our support carrier sleeps. Amazing.
Oh,
Well, GG. I know.
GG,
Yeah,
well played.
GG,
Have a good evening.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Congratulations.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
So there we heard it from COC members and HOH members telling us the story of this game and giving us some answers about the challenges they faced during the game. Of course, a bit of the timings and of course the units, the challenges of the lands. Rage somehow didn't like his territory, even though he had some amazing lands here. It is what it is, man. They did manage to get the victory on point. Change of circumstance just got another point on their board, and we're going to need to see how HOH is going to try to get this back over there, because they're still 8th, right? They're 8th. I believe. Let me take a look here. They're 8th. Yeah, they're 8th. So they're gonna have 3 and 7, while Change of Circumstance just got 7 and 3. They're just mirroring each other, I guess, right now. And of course, we do need to see the Battle of the Giants, 2 versus COC, whenever that's gonna happen. In the meantime, thank you so much for everything. I do hope you did enjoy the show, and I do want to thank you for the follows and of course for the support of the stream, using the gifts, you're using the subscribes and the primes and everything. Much appreciated, sirs. Also, thank you so much for the follows on, or I should say the subscriptions on YouTube over there. It does help me out quite a bit, and I do hope you're gonna enjoy the new thumbnails that I'm gonna try out in the next period. I will try to do a few tests, and of course in different days, to actually see the impact they do have. CDR, the click-through rate, is gonna need to get improved, and well, I'm gonna need to work on it. It is what it is. I still am working on the CS2 video, the City Skylines video that I wanted to get out. I went past the voiceover, again, like the scripting phase, the voiceover phase, and now I do need to get back to editing, and we're gonna need to see what you guys like about that video. I hope you're gonna definitely enjoy it. Have a good evening, everybody, and see you next time. Tomorrow we're gonna have a game during the day that I did say 1500 GMT during tomorrow's Monday, Rage versus Fierce's 1500 GMT big game, 1 versus 1 tournament. Have a good evening. Bye bye.